Alright, and here we go, everybody. We are, let me click the thing again. There we go. Okay. Playing Touhou 6. I think last time I played this was like December 2019.
It's been a long time, yeah.
Yeah, we got distracted with playing the Touhou games, but people keep asking for more of it. And why not?
Sure, why not?
Because apparently people really want to see me play the Touhous.
So you see, this is a little bit cleaned up as well.
Right, I should probably start with normal because I haven't played this in a long time.
Yeah, you can do easy mode if you want. It'll remove stage 6, but it will be at least practice.
Yeah, I can just go with normal. I don't need to start with hard.
If you want to pick your character as well, there's 4 characters to pick from. 2 shot types per character. Reimu has homing or piercing, and she's slower than Marissa.
Because I don't remember like anything about this. Just gonna say that right now.
Shot type 1 is homing, so you can focus more on dodging and let that do things. Persuasion needle is more damage, but it's centered to your body, so you don't get as much range. Your bomb is better with the top one. Your bomb is pretty bad with the bottom one.
I think I'll just go 1-1. That's probably the most standard thing to try.
It is.
Dylan obviously knows much more Touhou stuff, like he makes the Touhou videos.
A little bit, yeah.
All I know is there's like girls in Japan themed place.
Yes.
And they float, right?
Plus, they fly, not float.
Okay, they float.
You gotta get that right, that's important.
Alright. And there's a billion spin-offs and games you can buy for it.
Billion? Well, there are a lot. There's a lot of different games. A lot of good games. So, yeah, your resources are also at the start.
Now,
so,
I will focus on the game, and Dylan can tell you about the things about the game, I suppose.
Sure. So, I've seen this stage so many times to a point where I never want to see it again.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, it's a good thing you're here, then. And you don't have to look at it.
I do have to look at it.
Do you?
I did this on easy mode for hours.
Why?
Because I did a video on beating this game.
Right.
Without grazing a bullet. And, well, that happened.
That's the Rumia girl, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so you see you've already failed the challenge because you grazed a bullet. Now you have to do it all over again. 20-minute, by the way. It was a ride.
Okay.
So the pattern that she does is static.
So when I hold the slow button, I'm like focusing my shot in a spot?
Yes, but you don't have any power, so you don't really have much of anything going on. Right now you have one, like each time you get a power upgrade, you get a little more to your shot. So when you focus, you slow down, and your shot condenses a bit.
I'm in a weird spot where like I'm sort of sitting and turning my head at an angle, but I'm so used to it now that I don't want to risk adjusting my position. You know what I mean?
You might have to. You want to go for P.
Okay.
P is the best thing you can grab because the higher your power, the more damage you do.
What do I hold the P with?
It just goes inside of you. Don't question these things. They've never made any sense anyway.
It sure feels great out. There aren't many evil spirits about during the day, so I'm trying my luck at night.
Oh, that was luck.
But it's dark out, and I'm not sure where to go. So this is a better translation, I believe? Still.
Yeah.
It's so romantic out behind the shrine at night, carefree. Isn't it, though? Monsters come out, too. It's simply wonderful. Wait a minute. Who are you? We saw each other just for a moment ago. Are you night blind? Humans can't see very well in the dark in the first place. Oh, I feel like I've seen people who only work at night. You may eat them if you like. Is that so?
Oh, there it is, chat. There's the line.
Well, you're in my way. Are you the sort of person I can eat? Have you ever heard the saying, good medicine tastes bad? Alright.
She said the line!
So she's the T-posing girl, right?
Yeah. So she has 4 different attacks you can choose from, and they're all aimed at you to a degree. So as long as you just kind of shift to the side, you'll be okay. This, find an opening and you can just kind of stand there. You don't have to move that much. Just a little bit of tapping.
Alright, but moving makes me feel powerful.
But don't move too much. The golden rule of these games is you either have to move a lot or you don't have to move like at all. So then it's the same as the first one. She has 4 different attacks. All of them are aimed to you to a degree. So just kind of follow her and wait, and you should be okay. And you also have homing to do chip damage if you're not near them. You can't see your hitbox in this game, but you'll get used to it.
Sure, I shall be fine.
This is you gotta go through the openings while also going a little bit to the left or right too, because those blue shots she shoots at you are homed in on your position. There you go. And that's it. That's Rumia.
Yeah, I did it. Of course, the medicine won't do you any good if you can't get it down in the first place. It sounds like it's supposed to be badass, but it sounded kind of lame.
Well, the dialogue is a little... Sometimes Touhou dialogue is a little weird.
It feels a little Google Translate-y.
The thing is, translation's like fine, but some of the stuff the characters talk about doesn't make any sense.
It seems like they take some like sayings that would make more sense if you're a native speaker.
Well, that's probably what it is.
It's kind of like how in English you say something like, "Oh, don't look a gift horse in the mouth." That makes sense in English, but to another language, you're like, what the hell are you talking about? That makes no sense when translated.
Do you understand what that means, though?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering, because that's like one of those comparisons that I've heard for so long, and I was like, what does that even mean? And I found out, I was informed.
Yeah.
But you could translate it, and I'm sure it would.
Yeah, you could translate it, make it something else. But it's like if you
you wouldn't really make it something else. You would just translate it the same words to another language.
Yeah.
All right. So for this, she's gonna shoot, and you just want to stay to the side.
For those wondering, the saying is you examine the quality of a horse by checking its teeth. So it's rude to check a gift horse in the mouth.
So just tap a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go. And she should die after the next wave, and you can grab a free bomb. There
Excellent.
You go. And these things don't shoot at you.
That's a scary thought.
These things don't shoot at you, so you can go for P. Just carefully don't crash into them, because that's
Oh, I thought when you said that, I thought they were safe for a second.
No.
I thought they were the background.
Now it's falling ice and fairies. You can just kind of follow from left to right and then back, and you'll be able to shoot all the fairies down before they even shoot you.
Only Touhou game I beat, chat, was like Luna Nights, because it's Castlevania inspired, and I liked it.
That's a good game.
It's probably gonna get it on PlayStation again, like Trophy Grind.
It's on Switch now, and they added Chirno as a boss. I'm pretty sure she's also in the Steam version now as well.
Okay. Is it on PS4? I don't know. Was this lake always so big?
The
visibility in the mist is dreadful. Perhaps I just have a bad sense of direction. Did I interrupt you? When you lose your way, it's because of the fairies. Oh, really? Could you show me the way then? Wasn't there an island somewhere around here? Hey, be a bit more surprised. Don't you see a formidable enemy right in front of you? You're a target. Now that is a surprise. How dare you mock me? Why I'll stick you in the freezer with some English beef.
I don't know.
Okay.
So this is aimed at you, so you want to move it at,
Oh.
It gets wider, yeah. So you basically want to direct it away from you.
Okay, well,
this is also aimed at you.
I lost my bombs, right?
Your bombs will always reset to your default. So if you have higher than it, you will go back to a lower amount. So Icicle Fall, they're gonna close in.
I don't like using the bombs because I need them, but then I lose them all and then I don't have them.
Yes, I understand. So yeah, what you're doing is pretty much correct. You want to just squeeze through the openings.
I don't like this.
Follow the line.
Like this.
She's you want to get back to the center though, because even though you do have homing, you do more damage. You do more damage if you hit your base shot.
I wanted to hit the bomb.
That's alright. So this, she's gonna fire at you a couple shots, and then she's gonna shoot a laser. 3 lasers that are aimed at your position, but she moves around a lot.
Okay.
So you get a lot of room to move between the lasers and the bullets, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Just don't move too much, or you'll crash into a slow pellet. There you go. And perfect freeze, she's just gonna, that's all random nonsense, and she's gonna stop it after about 4 seconds. She's gonna shoot towards you, and then they're gonna start moving, and you just have to dodge them. And it's the same thing over and over again. It's always about 4 seconds. So something interesting about this game is there's what's called a rank system, whereas the better you play, the harder the game gets, be it by patterns having more random elements to it or just getting faster in general. When you die, your rank resets back to its base, but if you don't die, it goes up. So this spell card is neat. You barely did any damage to her. Oh no, never mind, it's because she had another spell card.
Okay.
So that spell card, the Perfect Freeze, if your rank is low, when she shoots those bullets, they go next to you. But if your rank is high, she aims at you. So it's like, I don't know if it really does that on normal mode, but
so is there any like pure random bullet patterns that have a possibility of being unavoidable? Hang on. It's getting chilly. I'll catch an air conditioner cold. Yeah.
In this game, I don't think so, but there are instances, yes, where there are some patterns that actually just kill you because you got a pattern that makes it unavoidable. Recently,
I was researching Mega Man 2, and I recently found out that Airman is the most obnoxious for no damage because it's very likely that he just sends out a pattern that's impossible to dodge.
All you had to say was Airman is the most obnoxious, and I would have understood completely.
Yeah, unless you have Leaf Shield.
Even with Leaf Shield, he still hits me.
Yeah.
These guys don't shoot.
Like, I looked up a no damage video, and the description just like, this took forever just because I was resetting for RNG, because he constantly has I think he has 3 tornado patterns, and one of them is just unavoidable, and that's how dumb it is.
These are aimed at you, by the way.
Anyways.
So, you want to go left and right, left and right. So you want to start left, stream to the right, and then when those fairies come down, stream back to the left.
Okay.
You're on the right.
But I want the stuff.
And then you want to stream back to the right again. There really isn't that much clutter, so you should be okay. And now this part will be... Start on the right.
Oh, I want the stuff.
And stream to the left, because those guys will shoot those at you, and you either aim, then you want to go to the left, and then you want to stream to the right. Just go slow. Let those guys aim.
I know, but I want the shiny peas and blue things.
And here's mailing.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. So she's gonna do that, then shoot a ring, and then do it again. So you're gonna have to get in between a ring, and you should be able to take her out before she starts her next wave.
Okay.
And this is...
Oh, her face.
Very similar. Squeeze through the small gaps, and you're good to go.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
There we go.
She dropped a 1-up, so...
Damn! Time for my last fall information. I didn't get a chance to read that. Okay.
So these
she was in
fairies,
right? Sorry, go ahead.
They shoot downwards, and it's always the same. These white ones are completely random, so you just have to dodge it.
Okay.
And then you can stand in the middle and be... Yeah, you can stand in specific areas. You can go up to the top of the screen near the middle, and just hold the button, because when you're at full power, if you go up to a certain part of the screen, it'll make all the items suck into you, and you get those for free.
I think I remember something like that.
Yeah, so just go up the screen right now. And items, when you hit a certain point, will magnet to you. Careful of the boss, because they can hit you when they come into the screen.
Quit following me. Thanks for leading the way. You know, you can follow me all you want, but there's nothing over there. You wouldn't run away to the middle of nowhere, would you? Well, when you need to run, you just run. Who are you, anyway? Just an ordinary person. Didn't you attack me just now? That was an ordinary attack. Besides, you attacked first.
That's partially true.
You're the one who's out of the ordinary. I am not. I'm perfectly ordinary Shrine Maiden. That's good to hear. If I remember correctly, they say that Shrine Maidens are the kind of human it's okay to eat. Don't spread sayings like that. Why did everyone want to eat her?
They're yokai.
It's weird, though.
Well, they're yokai. They are weird. Although,
Okay.
EOSD has some rather... Wow, that was a good dodge. Rather unspecific yokais.
Okay.
So, Mailing... I don't really know what Mailing yokai species is. I just know that
Mailing
she is...
looks very different from all the fan art I usually see of her.
But, well, yes. Don't worry. Sakia will refresh your brain on that one, too.
Okay.
Mailing is just classified as Chinese yokai.
Oh, I felt good about that one.
Nothing specific on her.
Okay.
So this is, the fairies behind her will aim at you.
Oh, I pressed bomb, but I got it too late, I guess.
And Mailing will just kind of shoot nonsense. So if you press bomb, you can kind of like kill everything.
I think I will, because I haven't used a bomb yet.
Oh, Rainbow's bomb is a little different. I'm used to Marissa's super death laser. Get away from her. So now she's going to shoot 2 waves like that, and they're going to rotate. You want to dodge through them, and then dodge the extra stuff that comes off of it. And that's all there is to this. So just pay attention to the lanes. Nice. And Colorful Rain. So this is just going to be...
Oh, I didn't even notice those had names up there.
It's going to be vomit, basically. So some of them are going to come at an angle, and some of them are going to come straight down.
I just bombed because I panicked.
That's fine.
Because I'm not using those things, I'm just wasting them, it feels like.
There you go. And then Dazzling Color Typhoon, which is basically what you just did. But it's more immediate. So she won't move from the center, so just kind of focus on the center area and dodge incoming bullets. Easier said than done, of course, but the thing about EOSD is there are a lot of attacks in the game that are kind of just like be good at game, and then you just have to be good at game.
Alright, I'll have you show me the way. I'm so sorry, mistress. How did this work again? I have to, like, not use a continue, right?
Yeah,
in
you
order to get the true ending?
You get the true ending by not using a continue. But you have 3 continues, so if you can still play the game with them. And on higher difficulties, you get 5, and yes, you will use all of them. Until you practice, you will use all of them. So, stage 4 is a little messy, but it's also probably the most routable stage. So these guys are going to shoot at you. Don't move too much, because they're aimed at you, so you just want to tap out of the way. If you move that wide, you're going to create impossible gaps for yourself.
Okay, but I want the stuff as it falls. It's so useful.
Sometimes you don't want the stuff.
But stuff is good. Stuff is nice.
Don't move too much. You'll be okay there. So these fairies, when you take one down, they clear the screen of bullets. So as soon as you take the 2 down on one side, you want to go to the other side and take the other ones out. Oh, they just left.
That's right, they did.
More streaming. Welcome to the stupidest part in Lunatic. These are books. They're gonna fire... I didn't count, but they will fire for a while.
Where?
Don't worry, it's about to end.
Please let it end. Oh, thank goodness.
So Kwakama is going to just shoot this, and then shoot Kunai, and then that's about all she's going to do. So the hitboxes on these bullets is a little bit weird. They're hard to get used to. There's a bomb. So here's something you can do. If you go to this middle part of the screen here and just hold the shoot button, a little higher. Higher.
Okay.
Just stand there. You'll shoot them, and you'll get all the items magnitude. Now back up, because you only get 3 of them.
Okay.
Now this part is lasers and homing. So the books are shooting at you, and the fairies come down and will make lasers show up.
I don't like them.
No, I don't either. Just stay on one side. Don't stay in the middle. Rainbow's gonna have a hard time killing them before they start their laser shenanigans. That was close. And one more wave of it. But the books stop on the final wave, so you want to be on the left side here, so you're good. Now books are gonna come down. Left side, left side. Left side.
Left side, okay.
Shoot that fairy down. As soon as that fairy goes down,
oh, okay.
You want to change to the right, and then do the same thing on the right side. Killing the fairy will make all the bullets on the screen like despawn, so you can move back. Now,
I'm barely able to look at the top.
This is going to be really fast, so let's not. So left, middle,
okay,
left,
okay.
Right, stay right, middle,
okay,
right, left.
Okay.
And now 3 fairies. The middle one, I swear the middle one has more HP, so you shoot the middle one a little bit, and then you go to the one on the side, take the one out on the side, stream back over to kill the one in the middle, and then you finish off by killing the one on the left. You're better alive than dead, don't worry.
Okay. Doesn't this house have any windows? I don't know, but it has giant bookshelves.
You're in the basement right now.
It didn't look smaller from the outside, or didn't it look smaller from the outside?
Show him Lunatic books and cap it. I capped that once.
You there in the red and white. No roughhousing in the study. Study? Red and white? These books are worth 5 years' worth of offerings to your shrines.
I would like to mention that for some reason Patchouli's art has bloom on it, but no other character does.
Oh, you're right. My shrine is... it's no offerings. Well, they're worth more than that. Anyway, can you actually read in a dark room? I'm not night blind like you. I'm telling you, I'm not night blind, well, never mind. Tell me, are you the lady of the house? What do you want with the mistress? There's too much mist outside, it's a problem. I see, then I'm afraid I absolutely cannot let you see the mistress. I'm afraid I can't let you stop me. Who are you, anyway?
Oh, okay.
Oh, I pressed bomb instead of shoot at the start.
So Patchy's gonna do a ring of lasers. These are homed in on your position.
Okay.
Oh, could you move a little faster, please?
I think I was holding slow.
You were.
I panicked. Okay.
So cool bug fact about those lasers, as soon as they start despawning, the hitbox disappears. So the first set of lasers can basically phase through you if you do it properly. She's almost dead. Okay.
Got her.
This is Agni Shrine. These are really awkward-looking fireballs that Zun never reused because he thinks they look crusty.
They do kind of look crusty.
Yeah. I actually don't know what the hitbox is on them because the characters I play never have to deal with this specific bullet type, like, ever. The only one you have to deal with with all characters is one Remy has, but it's streaming, so it's never really an issue of hitboxes. You got pushed pretty far to the side. Okay. Well, good enough. Some more lasers. And then now it's faster, but it's still aimed at you, so stream it lightly.
Okay. Ah!
Yeah, so the lasers will always start at the same spot, so you need to be on the right spot. So in this case, you want to be on the right spot. You're on the left, so that makes that really hard. And now you want to be on the left for this one. Okay. And you head right.
Wait, did I?
You death bomb. So if you bomb within a couple frames of getting hit, you'll hear the sound. You'll hear the sound, but you'll still bomb. So I have an important question. Can you read the name of this one for me?
I can't even look up right now.
Just look up.
I can't!
Look up!
I can't
read the name!
Up. No, I can't look up right now. I'm kind of busy dodging.
I can't make my point unless you read the name of that spell card.
I can't look up during that. The top half of the screen doesn't exist.
Lava Cromlech. So yeah, more fireballs and yellow things. It's
Rusty.
Raymue doesn't have to like the way Patchy works is she has different attacks for each character shot type, which makes her really cool. But
darn it,
some of her attacks are pain. There's one attack she does for every single shot type except for Raymue. It's Emerald Megalith, and it's awful. So this is crisscross dodging. You get a lot of gaps to work with, so don't try and squeeze in the middle of things.
Ah! I didn't mean to press that.
It's alright, just try to hit yes, and
all
grab
right.
the full power and get back into it.
Darn it. Is my score reset to 0 now?
Yep.
Shameful. So tell me, why didn't the mansion look this big from the outside? There's someone in the mansion who likes to mess up time and space.
Yeah, so
right.
Saki has the ability to stop time, but according to this game, she also has the ability to manipulate space, and she never does it again. There you go.
She's a mage. She, like, moves dust out of space.
Well, no, but you know how, like, Dialga and Palkia are, like, the masters of time and space? Saki is, like, both of them combined into one, but she doesn't like Palkia, so she doesn't use his power. Okay. That's the explanation of why the inside of this house is massive and goes on forever, because manipulation of space. So these guys are aimed at you, so you don't really have to move that much. And then these guys are bullet vomit. I can tell you there's a funny trick you can do where you can stay above it all and not get hit, but you have to tap a little bit to dodge the ones that come down from the top and shoot the rings. It's used on Lunatic because it survives bullet vomit consistently. But on normal mode, there shouldn't be too much clutter, so you should be okay. Yeah. So this part, they're going to come down from the sides, then closer to the middle, then in the middle. They're all still aimed at you. And then that fairy is going to shoot a lot of things. Then they're going to go left, right, then left. So if you don't want to do this as well, you can go above her and time it out.
The cleaning is the mistress will be angry with me. Uh-oh. I was scratching my head.
So for this one, you want to...
come on. I
needed to go a little higher up, yeah. You want to go through the lane of knives, and then you also want to go through the lane of...
What?
Don't squeeze to the middle of the kunai. You want to ride the side of the knives and change lanes between them.
What?
So it's a little tight. So yeah, like that. It's a little tight. It's a little intimidating, but you basically want to... Okay, that was good, but don't rely on that.
Okay.
So left.
Die!
You wanted to go left there. You want to squeeze between the knives to get in between the red kunai, because there's a small opening that lets you change lanes. So this one,
what
is a mess. She'll go to one side and then teleport to the other. You have to go opposite to her to do more damage, and all the bullets she shoots at you is aimed. So if you move too much, you create a really awful pattern.
Okay.
And this is vomit, but because you took so long with the spell card and timeout.
Oh, what?
And the non-spell, that it's going right to this space. This is all aimed at you. See, the thing is, the further in the game it gets, the less time I have to like explain things, because things happen so quickly, it's hard to like process it all.
You're getting in the way of my cleaning again. You don't seem to be the lady of the house either. What is it? Are you a guest to the mistress? She probably won't let me pass if I tell her I came to defeat the mistress. You may not pass. The mistress rarely meets with people. Is she under house arrest? The mistress likes dark places.
This house is bright red.
And yet, a bright and sunny person like you is just fine. You're the one spreading this mist all over the place, right? It's a nuisance. What are you trying to do? Daylight is bothersome. The mistress prefers the dark. Well, I don't like it. Do you think you could stop with the mist? Ask the mistress yourself. Then call her here. And why would I place the mistress in danger? Perhaps she'll show up if I cause some trouble out here. But even so, you won't be able to meet with the mistress. I can stall for time by stopping time.
True. Alright, so... vomit.
Alright.
just dodge.
Alright. Oh, wait, I didn't see that.
Yeah, the game gets significantly harder after stage 3. It's pretty clear. The demo prepares you, and then the later half of the game is like, alright, now that you totally know how to play the game because you've played the demo so much, here's the real game. And then pain. Oh, back up a bit. Alright. So her gimmick, if you remember it, is she stops time.
Yeah, I remember. She does this thing.
Yep, you're doing good.
That's her whole gimmick. It was like the whole thing in Luna Night. She had an abilities like that.
Oh, close. So it actually does stop time. Like, if you're preparing an attack, it's gonna stop it. Alright, so this is similar to the first one, but the kunai is faster, and they bounce off walls.
What hit me?
The kunai go in like bunches, and they bounce off walls and stuff.
Oh, they bounce.
Yeah.
Is that why?
She has bouncing knives. They're very fun. A lot of stuff going on. So this is one of those. This is one of those attacks that requires you to play with a lot of the screen available.
Is Saki in the Touhou Mystery Dungeon?
Oh, they all are.
Cool.
they all are. Everything up to Touhou 16, basically. Wow, that was really good.
Oh.
I don't even know how you did that.
I thought the opening was pretty obvious there. But it wasn't there.
I've never seen someone just like nonchalantly go through the center of it. I was like, wow.
Alright, there we go. Full power mode. Okay.
So just so you know, knives have funny hitboxes, and your odds are you're gonna get poked by one and not even realize it hit you. That's my opinion on those. Because in this game, every single hitbox is square. Even on the round bullets. It's very weird when you actually look at it. So this one, she's gonna fire a bunch of knives at you, and then they're gonna turn into different knives. So you don't want to be directly under the curtain fire.
So this is the old Doodle Bob. I'll ring the bell, and he'll think it's me, and then it won't be me.
No, not at all. So you see, it's a mess. You always wanna go not in the center, because if you're not in the center of the bullet vomit, you won't have to deal with the red knives.
Okay, I did it.
Looking at that spell card on Lunatic, roughly.
You'll let me meet with the mistress, I believe. She's strong. Maybe the mistress can. She looks so done.
Well, she just got waxed. Alright, last stage.
Alright.
Last stage is very quick. Although I've never figured out how to do it properly, even on normal mode. So.
Well, I can't get true ending now anyway. I failed.
That's fine.
Reign of Blood over Elysium. That sounds like the name of like a generic fantasy game that gets like that just like enters early access and then you never hear about it again.
Well, the name of the song is The Descendant of Tepes.
Okay.
Because, you know, she's kind of vampire girl, yeah.
Tepes is like the vampire Dracula guy name.
Yeah, based on Vlad. Vlad the Implier. So these things are aimed at you somewhat, and I understand what that means, but I have yet to figure out how to dodge this part. This is...
I don't have a bomb!
No, you don't. Yep. Alright, so she's gonna throw things at you really fast.
At least make you waste a bomb. Can't you be quiet? Oh, that skips really fast on its own.
Yes. This is gonna come really fast.
I can see that.
And then the spell card is called Eternal Meek. And she is also going to throw things very fast at you, so think fast. Nice. I'll go get the stuff. Just go to the top of the screen. It'll magnitude if you have max power.
It's a little unintuitive to think of it like that. Isn't it about time you showed yourself? Mistress.
Bloom vampire.
Why is she so much, like, larger? I
Yeah,
knew it.
I don't
Humans
know.
are useless.
They're all really large when they're a boss.
So the maid was a human. You're a murderer, you know? One person doesn't make me a mass murderer, so it's fine. Oh, well. Oh, right, you're being a huge nuisance. How quick you are to accuse, and I don't even know why. Whatever, could you just leave? This is my castle, is it not? You are the one who will leave. I want you to leave this world. So that's how it's gonna be. I am already full, but... Didn't you hire that maid to protect you? I can take a sheltered young lady like you down in one blow. Sakuya is an excellent cleaner. Not a single head is on the floor thanks to her. Are you strong? Who knows? I don't get to go outside often, since I'm weak to sunlight. So you are strong, then. As the moon is so scarlet, I shall thus kill you for good. Although the moon is so scarlet, looks like it's going to be fun/long night.
Alright, Remy, welcome to Vomit.
I remember this from the fighting game.
So I'm pretty
She
sure...
throws orbs and I don't like her.
Pretty sure this is like a set pattern, but I have yet to figure it out. I practiced everything in this game except Remy.
Oh, come on! How did that one hit me? Okay. Okay. There we go.
Star of David, alright, so don't get laser spawned on.
What?
Okay, that was pretty funny, but that was also kind of cheese.
Yeah, that was some cheese right. Whoa.
So
What?
The bullets spawn out of the big circle.
What do you do?
You just stay in the open gap, because it's a Star of David, right? So it's a six-pointed star.
Oh, come on. How did that one?
Dude, you're getting waxed on the first spell card.
Of course I am.
Alright, alright.
Shit just spawns on me.
Alright, so this is aimed at you. Next one's gonna come from the side and go to the middle. Then it's gonna do the same thing from the left side.
Okay, right.
Then the next one's gonna be aimed at you.
Okay. No! That one loose thing.
And then it's gonna be aimed at you again. And then it's gonna start from the right.
Whoa!
And then it's gonna start from the left. Alright. Scarlet Netherworld, motion blur. I hate this one.
I don't like this.
I can't see!
I can't see either. I cannot see where it ends. Do I have bombs? Oops. Well, I guess I don't
Fine,
now.
fine.
I hit the button by mistake. My thumb slipped.
Alright, so this one, as long as you stand in place, you won't get hit. Just find the gap on the first knife and then stand still. Don't move. This is the retirement cooldown. If you get hit by it, you have to retire.
Okay. Okay.
Alright,
Yeah!
good. So this Curse of Vlad Tepes. This one is kind of awful, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can't handle this the way her bullets work on this one. She doesn't do it on Lunatic. She does something significantly worse, but I think I prefer it over this because I never capped that one.
Okay.
So this is random,
Oh. Okay.
and this next bit is tapping to the beat. So every time... Yeah, every time
Holy
you hear
crap,
the
that
noise.
worked.
Yeah, and this is same thing but faster streaming. Don't go too fast, you'll crash into the other
Okay,
wave.
okay.
And then cycle repeats. So random,
Oh.
rhythmic tapping,
Okay.
the window gets tighter on higher difficulties, and then streaming.
Okay.
See, that's the only fireball anyone has to deal with outside of Patchy, and you don't really even have to do it because of the way you're supposed to
Okay.
deal with it properly. Alright, good. Scarlet, shoot. This spell card's awful. Good luck.
What do you mean, good luck?
I don't know how to do it. I never did it.
Did I death bomb or bomb?
Do death bomb.
I can't even look at my bomb amount. I'm too scared.
Just press the button. Just press the button if you need it. And if it doesn't work, well then it doesn't work. Alright, fine for the final. Red magic. So, just gonna shoot those rings, and they're gonna be red bullets like Tepes. And they're gonna kind of move around. Her health bar is massive, and she has a bomb shield. So,
What do you mean bomb shield?
I mean, she doesn't take damage from bombs with the spell card.
Wait, oh, the bombs damage them? I thought it was just bullet clears.
No, they do damage to bosses. So you're gonna have to do this with no lives and no bombs.
Yes, stay calm. Stay calm.
Ooh.
That was so close.
That's your last continue too. Now
Okay.
you get Sakuya's smug expression.
Are these your
Those are mine.
Those are yours. Okay,
Yeah.
second try. 1 HP. Sad face.
Those are the emotions you feel when you lose a run. Although first try was the one I beat, so that was a good one.
Oops.
Pill.
Yes. Wait. How is it? Okay. I'll just put that because I can't really separate it. Fourth place.
I don't know who Nanashi is, but they're the default name for like every single score.
Final score. Game progression. 97%. Number continues. Number of booms used. I used that many.
Yeah,
I forgot about them for like the first
feel like
chunk
you
of the
use
game.
as much as you do. Also, you got it 26 times, which again doesn't feel like that.
Slowdown rate. Is that how often I held slowdown? That does not sound right at all.
No, that's like the game's performance rate. So
Oh, okay.
The game sometimes has internal slowdown.
So I can blame that?
Well, no. You could try, but no one will believe you. If the slowdown rate is too bad, then your replay, if you submit a replay, it won't be taken seriously.
So my speed run it loses because I got 0.19.
Well, you can speedrun the game, but if you want to try and speedrun this game, it's basically pick easy mode and master spark things.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of a thing I heard recently. Like I was watching like a Resident Evil like dude play a mod, and he said he was like he speedran a game. I forget what horror game it was, but the devs added an update that made it so that the game loaded faster. So his world record instantly became irrelevant because everyone just beat him by load times alone, and he didn't want to keep playing.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But you know what? You never can really predict the future of speedruns.
Yeah.
Like, whenever
Yay.
you see, like, one of those...
Nanashi means nameless.
I guess that makes sense.
It's like Japanese anonymous, okay.
You ever see those, like, you know, Summoning Salt? He does the covering videos.
Yeah, I watch them.
So, it's like, okay, so here, they discovered this really hard trick. And this runner spent days upon weeks upon months of grinding it. Finally gets it. And then like 2 weeks later, a new trick is discovered that saves time. And then John Smith joins the fray. Gets a decent run, but they got the time save, so they world record with it. And it's like, oh, good. It's like, you know, the good players will be able to utilize those tricks instantly. And
also, I like how her broom is just like
cut off.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks so crusty.
It's 2002, man. This game's almost been out for 20 years now. It is an old game. So Marissa has she's faster. Her
Master
range
Spark, that's the meme. Is it good?
Her range is bad. Her attack power is higher than Reimu's, and this laser destroys everything on the screen. It's the one
It's a love amulet.
That's the one I used for Lunatic.
Alright, I'll try this one then.
The shot type is a little... Oh, okay.
Oops! Let's start over. I pressed the bomb button as my shoot button again.
I see that. Giant laser immediately at the gate. There was nothing there.
Okay. Yeah, extras unlocked because Dylan literally just sent me his files of this game.
Yeah.
And he's beaten it all.
I've beaten every difficulty. There's no indicator on that, though.
Just plug your YouTube channel, because you make the Touhou videos now.
Oh, yeah. My name is...
You weren't making them when we last played Touhou. Now he has his own channel.
Yeah. I am AspreyFM. There you go. I make videos on Touhou stuff. And I cover fan games and other things related to Touhou.
He lives 2 floors above me now.
Yes. I have a video on an intro, a 7-minute introduction to the series. I have a 42-minute video on all the games as whether or not I think they're okay to begin with. And recently I have a video trying to beat this game without grazing a single bullet.
Oh yeah, this.
And I currently have to get to work on another video I have started, and it's going to be a lot of work. So I'm going to have to do that.
I feel that. I'm chipping away at Mega Man's now.
It's going to be one of those videos where the script is going to be the most important part, so once that's done, normally the editing is monotonous, but like I'm actually looking forward to only having to do editing for it because script writing is painful.
Script writing takes forever, yes. Okay.
Oh man.
I like how I look like I'm a starship at a glance.
Well, most shmups are usually starships, right?
I know, but now I'm a floating magical girl.
Yeah, this game's kind of weird like that, isn't it?
Okay.
a good amount of power for stage 1. You get most of it in stage 2. The point of collection line doesn't activate until your power is at max.
Just kind of feeling it's... She looks like she needs to pee. If she were here, she'd be saying, "It sure feels great," or something like that. You only get weirdos out around this era, or this hour. Who are you calling the weirdo? Nobody's talking about you. Oh, I see. Guess not. Why are you holding your arms out like that? Does it give you the image of a saint crucified on a cross? Is that why she does that? Really? It looks to me more like mankind learning how to add. Okay.
So this character is immensely popular, despite her appearance basically being limited to this game.
I'm not used to seeing this little bullets on screen now. It's throwing me off.
Little bullets? What do you mean?
Well, there's not as many as there were like 5 minutes ago.
Well, yeah, because it's stage 1.
I know, but it's throwing me off how little there is. They're like, I'm over-prepared now with my movements, and I'm gonna crash into them by mistake. I just know it.
So you remember what you're doing here?
No.
Just don't move.
Do you think I can tell all of these apart after one through?
Well, you'll have to.
No. You're like showing someone Pokemon for the first time, show them Plusle and mine, and be like, they're different.
Yeah, I guess so. God, why those Pokemon? They're supposed to be double battle gimmicks, but they could have at least been good double battle gimmicks. Why are they so bad?
Yeah.
Alright, and then squeeze through and mind the gap, go left and right to avoid getting hit by the big blue wave of nonsense. Well, I say nonsense, but it's... careful
okay.
there. Oh, jeez.
Oh, gee.
She go boom.
Got her. I wonder if humans are the only ones with 10 fingers for math. Alright, that's a line to end on.
Well,
that's where the laugh track plays and it fades to black.
It used to be different.
Executive producer Zun.
So, in the older translation, she said, "I bet she doesn't even have 10 fingers." So she insults Rumia, calling her without 10 fingers. But she has 10 fingers, I think. I would assume so. Sometimes Zun art is a little weird, though. For example, there's a character in Touhou 10. Her name is Minariko. And Zun drew her with 2 left feet. So she has 2 left feet in her character art. And it's weird. Of course I would mention this. You knew I would mention this. There's also a character in Touhou 13. The stage 6 boss, Miko. She has 2 right hands. So if you look at her hands, it's like, oh, okay. There's a character in Touhou 8, Mistia, who her art looks like she only has 3 fingers. But according to Zun's own, commentary within the game, he mentions how Mistia's art makes it look like she doesn't have 5 fingers, but he assures us that she does indeed have 5 fingers. So that one is debunked by Zun himself. However, Minariko does have 2 left feet.
What are people making theory videos where does this character actually have 3 fingers based on this art?
No one has time for that. If you want to watch,
I don't believe that.
If you look at Touhou videos on the internet, you'll find a handful of things. You'll find my stuff. You didn't grab the bomb.
I missed it. I know.
You'll find Fumo posting, and you'll find 13-second shitpost videos. And that's the majority of Touhou content on the internet.
You're talking about Ronald McDonald over Flandre's theme, right?
Well, that's very classic. But just meme videos are the most popular.
Of course, it's a classic. That's what inspired this game, right? Ronald McDonald.
Of course. I'm not even sure why Ronald McDonald Insanity exists.
I'm sure the island was around here. Has it been moving around? Besides. Which, shouldn't it be summer right about now? Why is it so cold? You'll never walk on land again. So you were the cold one. So you were the one called cold. Better than hot, don't you think? How cold of you. There's something wrong with that. That's the best you can do, huh? Alright.
Aimed at you, move out of the way.
I'm fast. So I don't have, automatically seeking bullets anymore.
No.
So I actually have to aim?
Yes. But your homing bullets don't do that much damage to begin with. Remember, they get wider each shot. Whoa, that was a little bit risky.
Risky? What are you talking about? See that right? See what I did right there? Confidence.
You're gonna run out of time.
Time?
Confidence. You're timed out of none.
I can time those out?
Yes, but you don't get bonuses for them, so...
Okay.
It's usually just oh my god, you haven't finished this yet, but please move on. Unless the spell card requires you to time it out, which there aren't any in this game. There you go. It's looking good. Nice.
There we go.
Big old red numbers. Yeah, Flounder has a timeout spell, but Flounder is the extra stage. That's not the main game.
Think I'm beating that today?
But the extra stage?
No, I'm not beating that. If someone in chat implies that.
No.
That's
No,
like
no.
the really hard thing that I won't be able to do for a while.
The extra stage is quite lengthy. Requires actual practice to learn patterns. And you have 4 lives total to do
But
it.
Ricky Touhou fan 69 commented and said it was easy.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure it's easy for some people. The difficulty of that one definitely comes from the fact that you get 2 lives in the stage. So you only have 4 lives, and Flandre gives you nothing. So you have to do the entire fight on whatever your life count is at the end of the stage. So you either get a perfect stage and have 4 lives, or you don't have a perfect stage and you have less than 4 lives.
I'm trying to like glance up a little more, just actually pay attention to where the heck she is on
That
screen.
is one of the issues with this game, is there's not a good indicator on where the boss is without looking.
Yeah, they added something to that in later ones, didn't they?
Yeah, they put something at the bottom of the screen.
Okay, that tells you where sort of tells you where the enemy is.
It tells you where their
generally.
horizontal position is, yeah. So you can focus, not focus on it, but you can it's easier to glance at the bottom of the screen than the top of the screen. So some spell cards that move around a lot are kind of a pain. However, some bosses in Touhou 7 move around a lot to a point where it's just obnoxious and I hate it. Looking at Yomu for that. Yomu's attacks are so awful.
Trying to attack here.
Got it. 1 second to spare.
Oh, I did it. Ah, short sleeves are bad for my health. I should find a place that serves tea soon. That's a fun end of episode line.
Don't worry, she's gonna make a JoJo's reference at the end of the run. I'm spoiling it, of course, but you know, you never watched JoJo's, so you wouldn't know it. I have to explain to the chat, who totally hasn't watched JoJo's either.
I'll watch it at some point.
At some point, he says, season.
I'm busy
part 6 got
with my
announced.
life.
Well, part 6 got announced eventually. That means you got like over 100 episodes to catch up on right now.
Yeah, I know.
Please watch JoJo is good.
I keep hearing about it. Like there's like a voice actor I follow since like the Newgrounds days. She works on the JoJo dub.
Oh really? Who is it?
Yeah, I was like I think she used to go by Rina-chan.
Oh, it's Rina-chan.
Yeah,
I know her.
She's also 2B
Who's 2B?
from Nier. That 2B.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird. That
Yeah, I
goes
know.
against my image of her.
Yeah, I know.
My image of her is the art I see of her
I think
back in
she
the
was
day.
also what's her face? The girl in the yukata in Danganronpa 2.
The Yukata?
The orange
The short
outfit.
girl?
Yeah, her. Tiny one.
Yeah, I remember her. I think her name started with an S.
Okay.
Can't remember.
I still have... okay, here we go. Her.
Alright.
Okay. Don't die me. So my bomb is the big laser, right?
Yep. Huge laser. You press it and it makes the spell card go away.
Okay. Oh, what? I tried to, like, inch along there.
The finer movements. That's a 1-up. Go grab
Damn,
it. Go
gotta
grab
run
it. Go
for
grab
now.
it. Go grab it.
Oh, I didn't realize I could move during that.
It fell on you before and you just stood there and let it fall on you. I was like, okay, that
I
was
thought
lucky.
I couldn't move. There was text on screen.
You can always move in Touhou.
Okay. What if I don't wanna?
Well, then you don't have to. But then you won't win.
What if I'm dead?
Well, if you're dead, then you'll come back and then you can move. You can just kind of go to the top of the screen and suck items.
No, but I'm scared I'm gonna bump into something that shows up.
You won't. You get a 1-up every...
Do those blue points actually get me anything?
Yeah, you get score.
Ah,
I
thanks
was
for that
about to
just
say, score gives you a life at 10 million, 20 million, 40 million, and like
been a while,
70
hasn't
million. So you get a couple extra lives to score like that.
Wait, have we met before? Just a moment ago. I ran into some weirdo then. Listen, you're in my way. Are you a guard around here? I am the guard, and so I'm in your way. So you are the guard. I'm just a normal person who happens to be the guard. In short, you are a normal person. I shall punish you here. What kind of education did you get?
Good question.
Why does she look like a hand puppet?
It's the first time I've ever heard of that.
Her face is all wide and open like it's supposed to. Oh!
You deserve that, but I can't say I disagree with that. It's just...
Like she looks like there's an arm up her rear getting ready to make her talk.
She's a voodoo doll. So by the way, this is the same pattern every time. So you can kind of just like do it the same way every single time.
Okay.
So if you get hit, cringe.
Okay.
You did it last time. You're going really far to the...
I know. I'm just panicking here.
Oh, you got it. There you go. Cringe avoided.
Uh-oh.
The thing about Zun art is it's one of those things that you either, it's always been subject to criticism. You either really like it, or you don't like it, or you find it endearing. I don't really think there's a right or wrong answer here.
You're telling me the sound guy isn't also the programmer on every project I've ever loved?
Well, he is.
No, I mean, I'm just a general thing where people expect everything to be done by one person.
Well, that is what this game is, though.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing.
If you
where normally there's a team where everyone does their own part.
Zun could show you this game and say, I made this smiley face, and he would be correct. No cap.
Okay.
So he does all the work himself. I respect that. But yeah, his art's always been a point of interest, so to speak. I don't mind it. When I first saw it, I was definitely like, oh, because like I seen fan art first.
Oh, come on, get out of garbage.
Like characters like Sanai, I saw fan art for first, and then I saw her in Touhou 10, and I was like, oh. So, I guess.
Oh, give me a goddamn break.
You're getting waxed.
How are those hitting me? Get out of here.
All right, Mailing did her job correctly this time.
Just as I thought, it isn't my style to fight normal people. You gotta be kidding me. That's my words, hand puppet girl. Why is Reimu like a doll on a shelf?
That's my favorite Reimu art. Don't you dare insult it. That's Sitting Reimu. She is a classic. 100%. Everybody loves Sitting Reimu. Chat, back me up on this. Alright, move on. Next stage, long stage. He has definitely gotten better, yes.
I'm so annoyed. Like, I lost like all my lives this run on that.
You lost 3 lives.
And now I'm flustered and I'm gonna lose more.
Welcome to the nature of this game, where if you get hit with a spell card, you feel awful. And if you take two deaths to one spell card, you actually don't want to play the game anymore. You feel powerful with all those lives, and then they all melt away. You should really be grabbing power. Your power is really low.
But there are so many things here.
Your movement's too much. You gotta stream this stuff.
I didn't die. That's
so
a victory.
Stay on one side until it dies.
Okay.
And then go to the other side. And then do the same here. And the screen will clear of bullets when they die. Don't worry. Get that power. There you go.
Full power mode.
Now books.
Can't the books be nicer?
This is pretty nice when you look at them with higher difficulties.
Oh, what? I didn't see that one. My laser covered it.
If it helps, the music for the stage always syncs up the same way, so you can tell when Kwakuma's going to show up based on musical cues. It's a pretty Touhou noise you made there.
Yeah.
Sitting Marissa's better. Get out of my chat.
What noises do you make when you get shot?
Usually I go, "Aw man," or "Come on," or "What the hell was that nonsense?" And then Andrew's like talking about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay.
When we play this game, Andrew doesn't know anything about Touhou, so he just talks about one of 3 subjects. He spins a wheel in his head, and that's what we fall on for about 25 minutes. And all the while, I'm like playing the game, and we're just talking about nonsense. That's how we play Touhou. And you know what? Sometimes I get really good runs going while we're just talking about stupid stuff.
Alright, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ow.
I recently found out that the Japanese voice of Jack Atlas is now the voice of Mickey Mouse in Japan.
What? Surely they sound different, right?
Yeah. Well, in the English dub, Jack Atlas is British for some reason.
Yeah,
but in Japanese, he has he's like the deep anime rival voice.
So he actually sounds like why is that Mickey Mouse?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
So
make the
confusing.
rules.
Left. Right. I said right.
I'm sorry.
Middle. Right. Left.
Okay. See, I saved it.
We're covered. Alright, now damage the middle. Then move to the side. Don't kill the middle one. You want to leave the middle one alive so it makes going to the other side easier. Oh, you still did it. Now go up the top of the screen and get all that.
Yeah, I keep forgetting.
Big sock.
It seems so unintuitive that would happen.
You get used to it.
Wow, that's a lot of books. Did I really gain all those lives? No, I had to continue. What am I saying? That's a lot of books. I think I'll sneak by and I will do no such thing. Watch me. Let's see how to passively defeat the black thing in front of me. Does it really say that? I hope not. My eyes have been getting worse lately. Isn't that because the room's dark? Perhaps I haven't been getting enough iron. If anything, I think vitamin A would be the issue. How about you? I have enough of a lot of things. Then maybe I'll help myself. I am delicious. Let's see. How to easily remove unneeded portions of food.
The way characters talk to each other is very strange.
Again, it sounds like a lot of, like, Japanese sayings that are, like, literally translated or something.
I don't know.
Oh! I don't like that.
So the first laser ends earlier than the second one. So the first laser doesn't actually reach the bottom of the screen, but the second laser does. Alright, read the name of that.
Lazy Trilathon?
Okay, so I thought that said triathlon for my entire life. So I said it like that in the video I made. And then I was told it's Trilithon. Trilathon. And I'm like, that's not a word.
Don't worry, you'll be hearing about it for the rest of your life. I still get comments from like 5 years ago about mispronunciations.
I thought it was triathlon. My brain was just like fill in the blanks.
I regularly have people. Okay.
See how the laser wasn't active until it fully grew?
Yeah.
That's what I mean by that.
I regularly get people criticizing my entire my entire country's education system because I mispronounced a word 5 years ago. Because they gotta feel big at that moment, I suppose.
Well, people don't change over 5 years if you didn't know.
Okay.
We don't learn after 5 years. Metal fatigue. Oh, I actually don't know what this is. Ew! Ew!
Oh, come on.
I don't like this.
Didn't you know, Dylan? I've been told I'm a fake gamer because I say SNES instead of Super Nintendo at all times. Oh, give me a break! Okay.
Someone made a comment that questioned why I pronounced Cherno as Cherno, which is like 95% of the English-speaking base's way of pronouncing that name. You know how you actually pronounce it?
What?
Chirino. It's 3 syllables. I know this. A lot of people know this. But people say Cherno because if I say Cherno, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. But I got nitpicked on that. It's like, wow, I'm glad the rest of the video didn't mean anything to you. And then you instead found exactly 1 second to take issue with to make a comment on.
Welcome to life. Welcome to the dream.
That's how it feels sometimes, man. It really sucks. Doesn't matter how much time, effort, energy you put into something, somebody will find exactly 2 seconds to take issue with and then make a rude comment about it. It's like, alright, thanks for your input.
It's the dream, I told you. I told you you'd enjoy it when you started making them.
Living the dream, yeah.
You're pretty good with magic. You got anything else to show me?
Oh.
Sob. I'm so anemic, I can't finish reciting the spells.
Yeah, so the way her attack work is she can recite spells to make her spell cards, and she has 7 different elements to go with. 5 in the main game, 2 in the extra stage. And the way she does it is if she wants to combine elements, she reads 2 incantations at the same time. So I don't know how you do that, but she doesn't have enough energy to do that for very long. Elegant
Servant for Scarlet Moon. One of my favorite ones was you know, like in some of my soft lock videos, you know, oh great. Struggle comes up, right?
I like how whenever your softlock videos have things that are like, alright, here's a disclaimer. This is how this works. This is how this works. This is how this works. And then you get comments that are like, why didn't you do this? It's like, well, I explain, it doesn't work.
Okay. Well, I've had videos where I do a lot of things with struggle in Gen 1, as you know, right?
Yeah.
And they have a lot of footage of me doing things with struggle in Gen 1. And I'll get a comment that's just like, struggle didn't exist until Gen 2. What are you talking about? Yes. Okay. Well, there's my struggle. It existed now. Anyways.
Struggle didn't exist until Gen 2. Are you telling me you had fake footage?
Yeah, well, that's the Slack Off video, because Slack Off didn't exist in Fire Red Leaf Green. Fake footage claims. Mistress will be mad with me. Yes, those are real comments I've gotten.
It's one thing to ask the question, but when they're gonna be rude and snarky about it, it's like, oh no. Oh no.
Why didn't you walk on the berry tile? Okay.
Someday, but not today.
Oh.
Alright.
Keep, like, actually...
Go the other way. Go the opposite direction she goes. She'll die to this anyway. She drops a life.
Okay, here we go. Look at that.
The life.
Coming out on top. Things are coming up, Marissa.
Alright, this is bullet vomit, and you just need to dodge. But it's kind of like aimed at you to a degree, so you don't actually have to move that much.
Ooh, I find that Marissa's, like, attack here makes it hard to see directly in front of me if they're the same color.
You are not wrong. Usually bullet visibility is still good to your own shots, but I do find that Marissa's a little bright with her lasers and her initial shot right in the front of her. Nice. Oh, they're aimed at you.
What's aimed at me?
Their initial shot.
I can't even tell if there's things up there.
Just straighten a little bit. Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
Alright, that was...
You're getting in the way. I cleaned it again. My goodness, a maid. I'll be arrested under the Washington Convention if I catch you. Oh, magicians are actually more in need of mercy. Have mercy. So? Were you also hired to work here? Oh, that's also good. But you don't look like someone who can even clean. I can't. Then what are you in charge of? Charge of love? More like charge of maintenance and repair. What's that? It's not as though it was elementary school. You're saying charge of love belongs in junior high? Well then, I shall have you start your work immediately. I forgot to introduce myself. I am Sakuya, the chief maid. If I beat you, I become chief maid, right? More people have said that and have been killed, and then there are decay products of thorium. What does that even... That's a pretty average amount, or you say it like that, that is. Your time is also mine. An old-fashioned witch doesn't stand a chance. What is that conversation?
Talking to yourself.
Did I randomize text again in Castlevania?
Two characters talking to themselves and, like, catching
Okay.
catching a little bit of the other person's conversation and adding it to their
This
own.
reminds me, like, I randomized Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, and during this one character's, like, dying moment, before he dies like that, he says, I am Tofu, and then bam, gone.
Randomized text is very hit or miss. But you get the moments, but otherwise, it's just kind of jargon. I did that with Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic Adventure 2 had randomized text and lines being read during the cutscenes, and sometimes it, like, hit really good, and sometimes it just didn't.
I'm the coolest. That's my favorite shadow line.
I like the Faker. That's my favorite. The one that doesn't finish properly in the English version.
Okay.
But just the way he says Faker. That's the best part of it.
Destroying that guard robot was incredible. Oh! Okay.
Man, Mike Pollock is a great Eggman, but SA2 Eggman...
That wasn't him, though.
That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, okay.
Mike Pollock is a great Eggman, but the Sonic Adventure 2 Eggman, his own league as well.
He's also the narrator on Pokemon, or was.
Yeah.
The guy who said, and so our heroes walk into the same generic green background as they continue their journey every episode.
And they meet a forgettable character who will no longer exist after this episode.
Okay.
Trust me, I've watched a lot of Pokemon. I know how this works. You ever think about how Team Rocket is one of the greatest at their jobs, but every single time they encounter Ash, they just fail?
I want to know where they have the salary for a robot every other episode.
They make it themselves. They run food stands. There are a lot of episodes.
Okay.
Whenever the season is focused on Ash doing battle in, like, the League or something, Team
I haven't
Rocket...
watched since Diamond and Pearl, man.
Alright, let me explain then.
Okay.
Whenever Ash is doing, like, a League battle or something...
He loses?
Oh, nice.
I had to take the easy road.
Yeah, you sure did, didn't you? Let me explain. I'm talking about Team Rocket.
Okay.
Whenever Ash is busy doing battle, like Pokemon Master, Team Rocket is, like, manning the stands and selling concessions, and they're doing work. So they're funding their own,
They're standing at the concession, plotting his oppression.
They're most likely making their own money. But I don't know how they're making enough money off that kind of work to make giant robots. But here's the thing about Team Rocket. Team Rocket has pulled off a lot of amazing, like, successful schemes. But every single time they do it and they get Ash involved, Ash pulls his Deo Machina, whatever it is, and ruins the whole scheme for them. Like, there was an episode, I actually was just refreshed on this last night, but there was an episode before the Indigo League Where Team Rocket, well, I'll tell you after this.
Can I become the chief maid without actually being a maid? Of course you can't. Yeah!
Good dialogue.
Yeah, good dialogue.
So they show up in a van, and they're like, alright, trainers, you need to, like, give us your Pokemon, and we need to run them through a thorough physical so we make sure they're okay to participate in the league.
Is that the one where Ash is like, this seems suspicious, and then hands it over? Probably.
He's probably done that a few times. But they have a van, everybody hands off their Pokemon, all these, like, actually good, like, league-level Pokemon. All these trainers have 8 gym badges, right? They're all eligible for the league, so they have good Pokemon. And they successfully, like, load up a van full of a bunch of really good Pokemon, and it all falls apart because they tried to take Pikachu, too. Like, all they had to do was take the van and get out of Dodge, and they were done. There you go. They pull up to the boss's HQ, and they're like, yo, check this out. And they have a van full of Pokeballs of league-level Pokemon. And suddenly, wow, they're amazing, right? But all because they wanted to take that Pikachu, their plan blew up in smoke. Come on. Come on, right? But they want the Pikachu. The Pikachu is what they want.
Back at ya. You really a maid? Oh, it's going. Alright.
Gonna make you waste a bomb.
They gotta have plot resolution, Dylan. Every episode's gotta be the same. They can't change things.
But
it's
sometimes
too scary.
Team Rocket gets funny. And they say things. Like, you know in the third movie, they save Ash from falling off the side of a cliff? And Ash is like, wow, I can't believe you guys saved me. And they were like, yeah, if anything happened to you, we'd be out of the show. Point of clear. There you go. It's true.
I know that in the Sun and Moon anime, they did. There's a scene where they rap against Team Skull.
Oh, what? I didn't know that.
She's definitely here. This weird air is giving me the chills. Why do the strong ones always hide? And I went again. A skilled hawk doesn't hide its tail. You seem to have a brain, or you don't seem to have a brain. Humans are the only ones who need simple chemical thought centers such as brains. You're one of those, right? Can't stand sunlight or smelly vegetables? Or that silver thing. You know, the masters of the night with tons of weaknesses for some reason. Yes, I'm a sickly girl. Interesting, so you really drink it? You know, that? Of course. But I'm a light eater and I always leave some on the plate. How many people's blood have you sucked up to now? Can you remember how many slices of bread you've eaten until now? 13. I prefer Japanese food. So what are you here for? I'm already quite full, but... Oh yeah, I'm hungry. Eating may be good. Ah, is that so? Just now, that was the name of a flower. Asokai. Humans are fun. Or maybe you're not a human. I'm a fun human.
Yeah, JoJo references. They're everywhere.
Because the moon is so red. It looks like it's gonna be a hot or cold night. Alright.
Have fun!
Okay, I don't know what to do here.
I don't either.
Moomin? No, Moomin doesn't know.
I don't know how to do this cooldown either. I don't know how you got hit by that.
I don't know why. I thought it was safe.
Marissa just put it down, I guess.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. Should take her out before it gets to you.
Yeah.
Alright, so don't be in the laser. And don't be near the rings.
Okay.
Remember, it's a Star of David pattern, so...
Ah, okay, hang on.
The pattern of the lasers will at least make sense when you think of it like that.
Okay. Ah! Uh-oh.
You remember how in season, not season, but in generations like 3 and 4, how whenever they were going to steal a Pokemon, Meowth would create this like wacky fantasy about how Giovanni would use the Pokemon?
And be like, yeah, the best Team Rocket ever, I think.
Yeah, you remember that? Did you know there was one where, I think it was with bug Pokemon, but he was like, alright, we're going to catch the bug Pokemon, and here's what the boss is going to do. He's going to strip to his Speedos, he's going to be very bulk, he's going to rub honey on his body, and then the bug Pokemon are going to eat it off of him, and then he's going to love it. And that was actually one of Meowth's, fantasies for getting these Pokemon for the, for the boss.
Oh, there was more slowdown that time. It didn't count.
Well, then try again.
0.2.
It's... I don't know how to explain it any better than that, but usually his fantasies make a little bit of sense. But then that one is just like, yeah, you're gonna slather the boss in honey and have the boogs like clean him up, and he'll be like, yes, this is amazing, good job, Team Rocket, promotion time. Like, they really acted on the assumption that this is what would happen. Bondage Squirtles, I don't remember that. There's...
That sounds weird. I think I'll try the Reimu girl again.
Alright.
How about that? What was the one I used before?
You used the top one. So the bottom one is similar to Marissa's shot type, but, you know.
I'd try it.
Might as well.
Dream Amulet.
It's the one I like to use, but I used Marissa B because I like her bomb. Pokemon sometimes gets really weird.
You think so?
It's, you know, it's still a kid's show at the end of the day, but Japanese TV ratings is like our PG-13 sometimes passes for their like general audience. Like, you know, the original season of Pokemon Indigo League is the only season that's rated like PG-13. Everything else is PG.
They like that's like more of a retroactively changed thing.
Probably, but if you actually look at the content, there's a lot more. I wouldn't say degeneracy, but there's definitely more things in the original series that's like, oh, okay.
Tentacruel destroying the city. Pikachu, do something.
Ash died in the Lavender Tower.
Oh
episode.
yeah, he did die.
Yeah, he died. He got crushed by a chandelier, and his ghost hung out with a few ghost types, aka Haunter, Ghastly, and Gengar.
And then Sabrina, like, traumatized people.
Yes. Ash died and had fun with ghost types, and then they were like, oh wait, Misty and Brock, and they were like, oh, my friends are mourning my body that is currently crushed by chandelier, and then he just, like, he returns to his body and gets up. And then Ash is fine, he's good to go. So Ash goes to Lavender Tower to catch a ghost type to fight Sabrina, because Sabrina, like, captures them and turns them into dolls, because she's, like, a little bit crazy.
It sure feels great out. There aren't many evil spirits.
So it's the same dialogue. It doesn't change based
you're
on
right,
the shot
it's the
type.
same. Okay. You think maybe the League would intervene with Sabrina doing that weird stuff?
Well, you gotta remember that Ash probably legitimately won 2 gym badges in his entire Indigo League. He beat Brock because he activated the sprinkler system and it made Onix weak. And then he was like, no, I can't take this badge. And he walked away, and then Brock was like, no, you gotta take the badge. You beat me fair and square. And then he takes the badge. And then he has to fight Misty.
Because the sisters didn't feel like it.
No. Misty took the challenge on for them, and Pikachu didn't want to fight Misty, so he couldn't use Pikachu. And at the end of the episode, after Team Rocket, Misty's sisters are like, yeah, he would have beat you if he used Pikachu, so give him the badge. And she's like, but he didn't beat me. Yeah, but he would have if he used Pikachu.
Sounds so dumb.
And then Lieutenant Surge was like one he legitimately beat. Because Pikachu had a moment where it's like, is Pikachu going to evolve with Thunderstone to fight Raichu?
And he slaps it out of Ash's hands like, we don't need that crap here, man.
Which doesn't make sense, because if he touched the Thunderstone, he would probably turn into Raichu anyway.
I don't know.
So he beats the Raichu by beating Pikachu. I'm pretty sure he beats Erica, but for some reason Erica's gym doesn't let you enter it unless you're a girl. Which...
No, he wasn't allowed to enter because he insulted her perfume business or something.
He had to dress up as a girl to go in.
Yeah, I know. It was more of a disguise, because, like, Brock was allowed in there, remember?
True. He was allowed in there. It was still really stupid. You can't ban someone from an illegal gym because they don't like your smelly gloom product.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember if he actually fought Erica legitimately, but I do remember the greenhouse caught on fire and he helped put it out. So he might have beaten Erica, or the fight got interrupted because Team Rocket was trying to steal the smelly gloom perfume.
I don't know, you think I care about what happened in Indigo League with Ash?
That was like the best season.
Okay.
Like, unironically, the best season.
Okay.
Saying true! Get back in the water!
Oh, I remember that clip. Okay.
The tamer dude, I think his name was Drew. He whips his Sandshrew and pushes him in the pool, and then Ash is like, knock it off! And then tackles him into the pool. Because he's training his Pokemon differently.
He's gotta learn. You're gonna learn today, Sandshrew, and he throws him in the water.
He beat Blaine. Yeah, he beat Blaine. I'm pretty sure he beat Koga. He didn't beat Sabrina. Sabrina was a cheat. Like, Kadabra showed up, and then Haunter, like, made him laugh, and then made Sabrina laugh, and then she was like, thank you for making me laugh, here's your badge. It's like, alright.
I'm suddenly not a homicidal maniac anymore.
Yeah, she didn't apologize for turning your friends and family into dolls. But, you know, you made her laugh, so you got the Marsh badge. And Giovanni's actually a very interesting fight, because, you know, Giovanni is the 8th gym in Indigo League.
I don't even remember him doing that, to be honest.
Because he did. Let me explain.
Okay.
So you remember in the first movie?
Yes.
How Mewtwo is taken over, or not taken over, but like he's taken. Giovanni shows up at the lab and takes Mewtwo in, gives him that cool suit of armor.
Uh-huh.
So in the beginning of the movie, you actually see a scene where Mewtwo flees from Giovanni. Do you remember in the opening credits, he's fighting Gary?
Yeah, I do remember
like
that.
Gary's Nidoking and Arcanine.
So they
both,
sort of montage him. They sort of montage him being a gym Pokemon or something.
Yeah, so he's in the gym. He beats Gary's Nidoking and Arcanine like easily, and then he flies out of the gym a little bit afterwards, and he's gone. Now that actually is probably the only time the movies have ever tied into the anime, because what happens is Gary is bragging about being, he's got his 10 gym badges, he's got unignorable girth, all that good stuff that you know about Gary Oak. But Gary Oak goes into the Viridian City gym, and he gets absolutely stomped by Mewtwo. And it makes him reflect on him, what he wants to do as a person. Because Gary ends up becoming a researcher later in the series, instead of being a trainer, which is cool. It follows his grandpa's footsteps. But anyway, the point is, he goes into the gym before Ash, gets curb stomped by Mewtwo, and then there's a small moment where something happens at the gym. You see Mewtwo running from the gym, and then when Ash goes to challenge the Viridian City gym, Team Rocket's there in their place. And he's like, why are you guys the gym leader? And Team Rocket's filling infield Giovanni. So they try to cheat by using the gym Pokemon and doing illegal double battle, triple battle. It's another one of those Team Rocket blast off again episodes, and then Ash just kind of gets the Earth badge as a result. So that happened.
Okay.
But it's just interesting because usually the movies are their own universe that don't touch on any of the anime canon, but this is the one time where the series and the movie actually have some coexistence with each other in that sense. It's really neat. Because, Ash meets Mewtwo twice in the movies. One's a special, of course, but then he doesn't actually know Mewtwo at all in, wait, there's also the Genesect movie, but that's a different Mewtwo. It's the same Mewtwo in the first movie and the Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Let's not get into that nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Lugia's song shows up in Puzzle League as well.
Did it?
Yeah. When you beat Mewtwo, the cutscene that plays, where he's like, it's all a dream, and you get the Puzzle League trophy, and it plays the Lugia's theme.
So why is the Shrine Maiden Witch out here doing stuff anyway?
Because
something about mist, was it?
So the plot of this game is a mist has gone over the entirety of Gensokyo, and Reimu didn't care. And about 2 to 3 weeks later,
she did care.
She did care. Yes.
Whoa.
So
what happens next? Tell me more.
She decides that she wants it gone, so she sets out to find the source of it, which is coming from the Misty Lake. So the first level is behind the shrine. The second level is the lake. Third level is at the courtyard, the grounds of the mansion, and then stage 4 is the library and the basement of the mansion. Stage 5 is the mansion as a whole, and then stage 6 is the roof of the mansion. Roof. Rainbow just didn't want to act. These games don't actually give you much information on the plot and within the game itself. They just kind of set you on the course to correct it. So that's the plot of this game. The weird thing about this game is that the location of the Scarlet Devil Mansion is pretty much agreed upon that it's on the shoreline, but this game insinuates that the Scarlet Devil Mansion is located on an island in the middle of the Misty Lake. However, this is the only instance where that is really mentioned ever. So that was either retconned after this game, or they just there was some kind of issue in translation or something, but I sort of doubt it wasn't.
What? I should have dodged that one.
So I have a feeling it was retcon.
Retcon, aka the plot is whatever I demand it to be.
Well, Zun can say whatever he wants. Zun has the magical ability to say whatever that he wants about the series, and it becomes canon. That's what it means to be
I can do that with Turtlehead. True.
You can. You have complete control over that.
I could.
You gotta start grabbing this P, man. You have no power.
Where's the P? Oh, there's the P.
You gotta grab the big ones. They give you more.
I want big P.
The fighting games have stories to them that require the endings, and they have good stories to them, but they're weird.
Playing a bit of those are hard, and it was when we take a break from them.
Yeah.
Quit following me. Thanks for leading the way.
I remember there was a short special that was Mewtwo when he was in the tube, and he met this clone girl, and he hung out with starter versions of all the clone starters he had.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about now.
I've never seen it. I've never seen it either because I don't think it ever came out in English. But it's just a baby Mewtwo hanging out with a girl and Charmander, Clone Bulbasaur, and Clone Squirtle. Did you know how he has the fully evolved clone versions in the Mewtwo Strikes Back?
Okay.
Origin of Mewtwo, yeah. I've never seen it, but I know it exists. I just don't know, I don't really know where to find it. First movie also showed up some second-gen Pokemon. Like, you know, there's the Pikachu Summer Vacation, where Snubbull and Meryl make an appearance. Togepi's also always been an appearance, because Misty.
Yeah.
And in the opening, like, credits, where Ash has a battle against that sailor dude, he uses a Dawn fan.
You mean the Team Aqua member?
Yeah. Pirate man.
The dude just straight up had a Team Aqua bandana way before it existed. Pretty funny.
Dawn fan's on the cover of that movie.
Yeah.
Mewtwo's also blue. I don't know why. Why is Mewtwo blue?
Is he shiny?
Shiny Mewtwo has a green tail.
I know.
He's not blue.
I know, nerd. I just wanted to make you rustle your feathers there with it.
You got me with the YouTube comment special.
Yeah.
I made a bad comment. I'm getting chastised for it. There you go. It's looking good. He's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Extra shiny. I like that. Extra shiny.
In the future, there will be second layers of shiny.
You remember when X and Y came out and there was that rumor of monochrome Pokemon?
Yeah, and it was like a glitch that just removed color from the models or something.
Was it a glitch? I never actually got the follow-up to it.
I think it was either a
forced.
glitch or a hoax or something.
It was definitely a hoax to some extent. But that was kind of cool.
I'm shooting it away. So sorry, mistress.
It's kind of a cool thought, though. Like, just a higher chance for a different shiny. The Pokemon that just doesn't have a color to it. It's just monochrome.
It was a glitch. Yeah, I was seeing, like, screenshots of, like, grayscale Pikachu models, and people were like, did I catch a super shiny?
Hardware glitch. Speaking of hardware glitches, did you ever see the dude who owned the strangest copy of Smash 4?
No.
So, there was this dude who had a copy of Smash 4 that had some issues with it. I don't really know if there was ever, like, a follow-up to it or anything, or if it was, like, self-inflicted
Did it
issues.
belong to a dead kid and he got it at a garage sale?
No, but it's just this dude had a version of Smash 4 where all the character models were super whacked. They were, like, whacked out. Like, Yoshi's face was severely beat in. It was really weird. All the characters just had really funky-looking models, and I wasn't sure if it was, like, ever just, like, the dude messed with the game himself, or, like, he actually just had a copy of the game that
I don't see how that would happen.
I don't know either.
Unless he probably did it himself or someone was screwing with him.
Either way, it was really funny because some of the, like, have you ever seen those Brawl mods where they put a character's set over another character's model?
Yeah.
So you see like Ganondorf, Pikachu, stuff like that. It was kind of similar to that. Like, think how the models are just like horribly stretched out or like shrunk in to match the other character they're imitating's model. But like
someone in the Super Smash Bros. Community would lie about something, Dylan?
No.
You think they tricked people into believing something was coming and it really wasn't?
People don't trick anyone about anything in video games.
No.
Speaking of that, E3's coming up.
Oh yeah.
Which means a week of hoaxes. Or where I can talk about...
I saw online that we're finally gonna see a trailer for Breath of the Wild 4.
4, huh?
Yeah.
What happened to 3?
It's just another surprise prequel announcement.
Here's what's actually gonna happen. The Direct's gonna start. Dude's gonna show up. He's gonna be like, we're working really hard on Breath of the Wild 2. We have no footage. By the way, did you like that amiibo for Skyward Sword?
He probably would.
We're restocking it. Just kidding. No, we're not.
He'll put it in the background on a shelf or something. Anyway, that's all the time I got. I'm gonna fast travel out of here.
Don't forget to buy your $25 amiibo from dirtbags on the internet so you can access this quality of life feature.
How did you get here so quickly? Well, you see, Mr. Bowser, I bought this. He just pulls it out of his shirt pocket.
But ending power.
Okay. There goes my continue.
You're fine. Got the stage 4 this time, so that's good. I'm a little bit scared. See, the thing about E3 leaks is they're not ever really... They're very... People always want to say they're credible. I don't really know if they're credible or not because I don't follow leakers. But you can also be that guy who every single year will be like, yep, this widely popular game that is totally going to get a sequel this year. Watch. I'm calling it. And then they do that every single year, and then wow, it finally happens after 5 years, and they're like, called it. I called it. I'm a genius. It's like throwing a...
You telling me the Switch Pro isn't coming out this week, finally?
That's been a rumor for so long.
Yeah.
Like, you know, roulette, where you put a bet on something,
Yeah.
and you know, if you roll it, you pay out. Their equivalence is putting a single chip on everything on the board except one.
Betting on every horse, you mean?
Yeah, and then when it hits, and when you hit a bet, you're like, do it. I knew it.
Yeah.
But you lose more money that way, of course, because, you know, if you put...
Oh, I fell for that again.
If you put a chip on every option and it rolls the most common option, you're not making your money back. But you know what? You can feel good because you totally called it.
Yeah.
Gambling, baby. You're probably excited to hear about Breath of the Wild, too. I have none. I am not sorry for bringing this up. Should I remind you that Prime 4 is still in development? Bayo 3? What's that? Pikmin 4? It was just a dream. Also, this is one of the worst attacks.
I don't like it.
Princess Undyne sucks.
Okay.
There will be a Smash reveal. There will be a Smash reveal. No way there isn't.
Okay.
E3 is like primo Smash reveal material. Question is, what character do we get? Because Pyra Mythra first party. I don't know if we're gonna get another first party character.
I don't like predicting Smash because I just hear it nonstop and I'm
No,
so
you don't.
sick
You
of
don't
it.
predict Smash. You make a list of the most popular characters that showed up on the popularity poll, and then you put them on your thumbnail and you like black them out and put a question mark over them, and you're like, this character is rumored to show up in the direct. Trust me, I know how this works.
I thought that word up there said horny high level.
It's Silthy Horn, high level.
I know. Okay. Why is this one so much harder now? Is it because of that rank thing you were telling me about?
No, you've been hit so many times, your rank is at the lowest.
Okay, cool, thanks. This feels different. I don't remember it being like this.
Because it is different.
Oh.
Her attacks are different based on which shot type you chose.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
That's why Princess Undyne showed up, and that's why Silphy Horn showed up. But you did Water Elf before with Marissa B. So some shot types share them.
Okay.
So you'll have to do Emerald Megalith again with this character, whereas Reimu A doesn't have to do Emerald Megalith. And like Marissa A has to do Lava Cromlech and Agni Shrine.
I know.
She's all the way to the left.
I.
Fortnite and Smash. Jonesy! Chad, could you imagine? You're sitting there, you're watching, you see it's not final gameplay footage, and the screen fades from black. It's a bright sky, it's a green landscape, suddenly a bus in the air comes by, and then you're like, oh shit, look at that bus. And you check out that bus, and then it goes on the inside of the bus. You got Mario, he's sitting there, and he's got Link to his side.
Where are we dropping, boys?
He's got Kirby on the side. He goes, where are we dropping? And then, you know, it's like, I got you, Mario, bro. And then it goes over to the driver's seat, the camera, like, dramatic pan. And there he is, the guy from Fortnite. And then it zooms in, and as Jonesy drops in to Smash, and then he does his whole kit where he built Fortnite wall. And yes, please no. Please don't do this. Wake up, it's a nightmare. Correct. Very correct. I ain't gonna say it's impossible.
Oh!
I am gonna say it's improbable.
Okay.
No. See, what happens is that after, you know how they always have that little extra bit of footage at the end of the trailer? At the end of the trailer, after Jonesy does his final smash, which, by the way, his final smash is he builds a wall and shoots you, and then you explode, and then he flosses on you. And then at the end of the video, he is teaching Mario how to Orange Justice or floss, whatever one you prefer, really. Whatever one makes you feel worse, he will perform that dance. There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Predictions right there.
I have predicted E3.
Okay. That's good. That's good.
Left. There you go.
I don't even remember what else is like gonna
There you
get
go.
like possibly.
I don't remember Nintendo talking about anything except for Skyward Sword.
I don't know what could get announced. I mean, I already got my Resident Evil game like this month. I don't.
That game is sick.
Yeah.
I haven't played it myself, but I kind of wanna.
I'm almost done platinum in it. I'm getting the platinum on it. Ah! Okay.
Go the opposite way she goes. So stay on that side.
Okay. Mercenaries mode in that game is brutal, and I don't like it. It's just all memorization.
Well, it's probably because it's Mercenaries mode and the overall, like, enemies aren't really... They're more bullet spongy than they are, like, Ganados and Las Plagas. Or Majini,
No, I mean,
sorry.
it's like you have to memorize the spawn points and know when to run to them. It's not very fun, and it's very tedious.
That's what I mean,
And also,
right?
just, you gotta get lucky and hope that you roll good abilities when you hit the thing. Ah!
Resident Evil Mercenaries is similar, but like, even though you don't really need to spawn point
come on! I
memorization
pressed the damn bomb button.
necessarily. Like, you can usually cap a Majini or a Ganado really fast to get the score. There's like melee and stuff. But with Lycans and stuff, it's just like they don't really react, and then eventually they go down.
Trying to get the thing, because if you get all double S ranks on every stage in Mercenaries, you unlock a lightsaber.
Really?
And I was gonna unlock that for using the melee only playthrough achievement.
Oh, that's probably really smart, because I don't imagine beating that game with only a knife. How do you even hit some of those bosses?
I don't know. Okay.
This is your last continue, by the way. Surprise, it's another Fire Emblem character. Please don't say that. There hasn't been a new Fire Emblem game.
Not yet.
There hasn't been one recent enough to include a new Fire Emblem character. Violet was the latest we'll get. That's... When you say things... When you joke about things like that, sometimes you accidentally will them into existence.
Oh, that hit me.
That's unfortunate. Her health bar was non-existent.
I am in the... Oh, this one's going poorly. I think I like that other one. Or shot type. Whatever it's called.
Homing shots?
Yeah, I don't have to think with that one.
Well, you still have to think.
No, I don't.
Rainbow's piercing does more damage. So, that's why I like piercing shots. Homing does less damage overall. The homing is pretty weak.
Thanks for subbing, friend. I can barely look at chat right now. Let's do that. Why not?
Evil ceiling circle.
I was saying, I don't know what else is even can even possibly get announced.
I personally don't care for much outside of Nintendo's Direct, because I'm not really huge on other IPs to begin with. But as far as I know with Nintendo's only mentioned like Skyward Sword, which will probably get a mention, and that's about it. They don't really have any other games mentioned on lineup. Sonic did their own anniversary thing, and so did Dragon Quest, so they won't be tied down to specific directs.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch either of those, by the way?
Yeah, I see a Sonic thing.
Dragon Quest 3 is getting remade in Octopath style.
That's cool.
I
have not played a Dragon Quest game, chat.
It actually does look really cool.
I'm not cool enough to play Dragon Quest, I guess. I only play Persona.
I just don't like Toriyama's style.
Games! That time stop threw me off, man.
I only like Toriyama's style in Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball in general, honestly. I like his monster designs, but I think his human designs are very samey. So when I see Dragon Quest, everyone just looks like a variation of Goku to me, like, unironically. I'm not even trying to meme about that. I just can't see any other character but a Saiyan. And it's like, okay. Dragon Quest is also kind of, like, goofy in its overall, like, design. So I just never really got the appeal. Hella popular in Japan, though. Like, you remember when Hero came out? And
super heckin' popular.
Hero was, people love to see Hero in Japan, and then over here it was like, who? Who this? Hero? Who Hero?
It's not what I want.
I wanted Banjo. Then they got Banjo. I didn't want Banjo. I wanted Geno. No matter what you do,
okay.
No matter what you do or what character gets revealed, somebody will be upset about it. So all you can really do is think, well, at least they're fun to watch.
I enjoy
or play.
things and don't go online.
That's true.
Alright.
I thought Sephiroth was sick, and then I saw Pyra Mithra, and I deflated faster than a balloon in a nail factory. Like, you can't really hide your first impressions on those kind of things, and I could tell immediately that my initial reaction to those characters' reveal was, like, not a good one. So I'm not even going to pretend I'm excited for those characters in any capacity. They are cool to watch to an extent, but, like, yeah, I was not really looking forward to.
What's Reimu doing?
Looking forward to them showing up.
Show yourself.
Cheeto, Waluigi, Bandana D. There's a lot of characters people want. I doubt we'll see those ones specifically.
There we are. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Ooh, you got 2 lives.
Okay. So, why is she doing this again? What's her problem? Well, what? That hit me?
She's a vampire and she can't go out in the daytime, so she decided to cover the sun with mist so she can go out whenever she wants.
She ever heard of curtains? Oh wait, no, going outside. Sorry, I read that wrong. I thought you meant like.
What is she gonna do with curtains outside?
You should just put it over her head. Just block out the sunlight.
In actuality, she's just bored.
Alright.
So she's just causing a ruckus because she's bored. Because, you know, she still sleeps. Fun fact about Remy's bed. Remy's bed has been drawn in the manga as being a bed with a coffin on top of it. And that is stuck for a long time.
I died again. That's unfortunate.
Oh, you should get into Remy.
More slowdown, chat. Performance is decreasing.
So it's up to you if you want to try again.
I could try the other Marissa one.
Might as well.
Up, normal.
Stardust Riviera.
That's the one I didn't use, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
So her bomb is definitely weaker than Master Spark, but that's not a fair comparison at all. The overall shot, though, is better, I think, because it's consistent damage. The thing about Marissa's laser is sometimes it just fades away. Well, I say sometimes, but it's consistent when it fades away, but when it fades away, you're not doing damage with it.
I am going to be a winner now, chat.
Magic Missile will constantly do damage, so that's nice. If Marissa had this shot type combined with Master Spark, it would be a infinitely better character.
Wow. Well, that would be unbalanced. Then the other one would be worthless.
Unbalanced. You see Master Spark?
No. Because I keep losing my bombs.
Alright. Remember, her movement is exactly the same every time. The only random element is the fourth pattern. This pattern is the same.
I don't fully remember. It's not all. It's not muscle memory for me yet.
She usually goes down at this point.
Yeah.
Just as long as she goes down eventually.
I keep forgetting there's a timer on that until I hear a beeping going.
Beeping goes on for a while. In later games, it changes to start beeping at like the 3-second mark or such. I don't remember exactly because I usually hear it and I think, uh-oh. But in this game, it's you get a little more time.
Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright.
I think there was a State of Play, aka Sony's knockoff direct some time ago. Although I didn't see any like news on it on Twitter, so I don't think they announced anything huge.
I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that.
They're probably saving it for E3 then.
Who knows? No, Sony's skipping E3. But anyways.
Oh really?
Anyways, that's all like dated. That's gonna be like relevant in like a week from now.
Are they the only ones skipping it?
No, I think it's like only Xbox, Nintendo's doing it.
Really?
Yeah.
So no Devolver Digital PC Showcase Bethesda?
I have no idea. Ah!
I didn't know Sony was skipping. Although I guess to be fair, I'm only interested in Nintendo myself.
Okay. Alright.
We're gonna get more info on Mario Golf. Which makes me upset, because I really hate when Nintendo pads their directs with information on games that are coming out in a month. Because it's like, sure, it doesn't actually take away from the overall thing because they make the time for it, but it also gets me feeling like, dude, that game's coming out in like a month. Like, you don't need more E3 presentations to it. Are you even
gonna play Mario Golf?
I like Mario Golf. Are you kidding me?
Alright.
I love that series. I want to play the new one.
Play Mario Golf then.
Well, I will. You want to play?
Yeah, sure, maybe.
Well, there we go.
That could be fun.
I'll play it on Netplay. I know how to do that now. I played Air Ride with Netplay before.
Yeah, Air Ride.
Air Ride's a lot of fun. Speaking of Air Ride, I want a Switch version of that game.
Isn't there like a Touhou racing game?
Gensou Skydrift?
Yeah, it's the one where like the car, it's like Double Dash, but they swap between like riding, like using the girls as like a hoverboard.
Yep.
Why?
Sonic Riders Double Dash. Because someone had an idea and they went with it. It's a good game.
Should make another Sonic Riders. That might be cool.
You know what? I don't disagree with that. Do you think
the last one was like on the the Kinect,
yep.
and everyone said it didn't work.
It's well, it was a Kinect game, so what did you expect, right?
Yeah.
It kind of buried the series as a whole with that one, because it was a very huge downgrade from.
I still remember there was like a Japanese commercial for like the Xbox Kinect that focused on Sonic Riders, like Sonic Free Riders, I think it was called. And like there's this like guy and girl, they're playing it, and like they have the most like forced fake smiles ever while they're pretending to play it. And then at the end they just kind of like look at each other and they're like, yeah. It's just so awkward.
Xbox doesn't do too well in overseas markets.
That's a bit of an understatement.
Yeah, I know.
A massive understatement.
That reminds me of the Wii commercials from back in the day.
We would like to play.
Those were amazing.
They were.
They were so goofy. The dudes just show up at your door, hold up a Wiimote, and then you just start gaming with the family, and it's like, yo!
You should bring that back.
Well, why would they do that?
I don't know.
People don't watch TV commercials anymore.
You know, but you can make like online ads, make them go viral.
But fun commercials don't exist anymore. That said, you know Mr. Sega? That guy? I forget his name.
Segata or something?
I forget his name, but he's usually the guy Sega used to promote their stuff. He was the guy, the judo costume.
Yeah, I know.
He even was a character in that super like crossover game.
Yeah, Project Cross Zone. I don't know. Is it what to play him? Okay.
I think it was last year, but I remember I saw an advertisement that was it was his kid. His kid was like taking over his role, and he had
the bomb button. I swear.
He had to like defeat his dad in a match, a wrestling match, and it's like, oh, okay. So that was pretty sick. Segatai. That dude is sick. Yeah, Segata Sanshiro.
There you go.
He's based on a real character.
I like how people remember the commercial more than the console.
Well, the commercial stands out, but that's good, right? If your commercial is more memorable than the product you're selling, then it's probably a good commercial or it's an awful commercial. Like the Atari Jaguar 64, right?
I remember watching like with Vinny, he was watching like these like classic video game commercials, and there was like yeah, you've probably seen it, right?
He like, mixes them into a poop generator.
Yeah, and there was an infomercial for the Atari Jaguar.
Jaguar is okay. I'll accept that name.
Jaguar. Yeah. Oops, I didn't mean to press that.
That's fine. Better alive than dead.
All right. And like it's a really long infomercial, and the entirety of it is basically like some hot girl is like trying to convince some nerd to buy an Atari Jaguar because it'll make him cool and girls will like him. And it's just that's so marketing. Cringy.
That's the marketing back in the day, dude. One of my favorite commercials is the one for Super Mario Kart. 2 speeds, fast and way too fast.
Is there anyone on planet Earth that can confirm the Atari Jaguar got you a girlfriend? I don't think so.
Please confirm, chat. Are any of you roaring 90s kids who totally got a girlfriend because you own the Atari Jaguar 64?
Okay.
Because the name is a pun on Sega Satanshiro, which means go play Sega Saturn. I didn't know that. That's actually kind of sick. Do the math. 64 bits. What does it mean? I don't know, but it's a big impressive number, so I gotta have it.
Where did they learn to do math?
That commercial was weird. It's just a teacher being like, 64 bits is more impressive.
Right? Yeah.
And then Nintendo 64 was like, yes, it is impressive. Allow me to borrow this.
Okay.
We're just gonna borrow this. You know, we're gonna revolutionize 3D platforming, and then we're gonna create some of the most beloved games of the world time. You know when you watch those videos about like old games from the people who like old games, from people who are like 20 years older than me, but they were actually born and they were actually like adolescent in the 90s, where I was barely alive. So
only
they do
2 years younger than me.
I know, but I was born in 1996, so I didn't have like actual like memories until 2000 anyway. So like you see
yeah, which is why you don't remember crapping on my train set when I was a toddler.
I was 1 year old, dude. I was 1.
I like that train set.
Yeah, and I was 1. Now it's the Shit Express. What do you want me to do about it? I'm sorry.
I demand restitution.
23 years ago. Polar Express looking a little different. So like you see these games that are like, wow, this game looks great, amazing. Except, I mean, even your videos have talked about it too, where a game comes out for a system, and then it's like, oh, but actually the later platform is already like in existence. So like with Castlevania Chronicles, it's like the game came out on PS1 2001. A year after the PS2 had already been on the market, so it's like, why are you still releasing games for the system kind of deal?
Yeah.
Or in some cases, they're like, the performance of the game is on the same system, but it's so far behind the capabilities of other games, like Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. It's like you get a game that comes out either a little bit later than those or around the same time, and the absolute difference in quality is so huge.
Yeah, I know. Symphony of the Night did poorly at first because people were like, why isn't this 3D?
What other game was it? There was definitely another game that did poorly on reception. Demon's Souls is one. Demon's Souls is a game that I'm pretty sure it was considered a failure for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it picked up steam and overseas, and people were like, this game is really hard. And then it got a kind of a cult following to it as one of those, you know, and then From Software games.
Now it's the best thing ever.
Then Dark Souls happened, and now Dark Souls is a legendary video game experience. Want to hear a cool bug fact about Dark Souls? One of the quickest ways to make your chat argue is to say Dark Souls 2 is the best game in the series. That's all you have to say. And then somebody will agree with you, and then 2 other people will tell you you're wrong, and then more people will join in and tell you their opinions. Because every Dark Souls game is good or bad depending on who you ask. So if you say you like one the best, there will be people who will come in to correct you. Okay. It is unavoidable.
Oh, I panicked there. Okay, that's fine. Have I used to continue yet?
Nope.
I think I have.
That was, I think that was your first death, actually. Or your second death.
No, I'm pretty sure I died a couple times, it feels like it.
No, because you started with 5 lives. Yeah, no, you're right. You started with 5 lives, you got 1 from mailing, and you got a bonus 1 there, so you would have 6. You would have 6 stars, aka 7 lives total, so you're missing 3. Dark Souls discussions are the Dark Souls of discussions. True?
Never say that again.
Hey, I didn't say it, chat did. You want to ban someone, you gotta ban him.
I don't feel like it. I can't look at chat. I got lucky.
People always get angry about Venusaur is based on a frog. I thought he was based on a dinosaur. But what's wrong with frogs? Frogs are sick.
Frogs are cool.
Chat, this is where you post Bubako. And you make everyone in chat confused as to why my emotes are so gnarly. You got a turtle, you got a salamander, and you got a frog. Yeah, they're based on... They're based on creatures that you probably seen or knew about, or like maybe didn't have around your place as a child.
Okay.
I like frogs.
Pokemon are cool. That's how you start an argument.
No, you start an argument by saying the ice cream Pokemon is not a good design. Or you say it is a good design. Or even better, you talk about Sword and Shield in any capacity.
Oh, don't get them started.
Dude, any single time you play a Pokemon game and someone's first message in chat is shitting on Gen 8, it's just like, alright. Like, we've done this song and dance before. We've all had our opinions on Gen 8, but like when you open up your when you open up your experience in chat with, "Hello, my name is John Chatter, and I hate Pokemon Gen 8." It's like, yes, all right. You know when that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward's taking that dude's order and he's like, "I'll have a Krabby Patty." He's like, "How original?" And the dude's like, "With extra onions." He's like, "Daring today, aren't we?"
I death bombed. Okay, I won.
You didn't death bomb. You died.
You're gonna anger the chat, Dylan. I'm gonna get comments about for ages.
True. Sorry. I don't really care what your opinion on Gen 8 is, honestly. I just don't like when people...
I talk about Pokemon cards, and it comes up because all the newest sets are labeled Sword and Shield, right?
Well, of course, yeah.
That's all it takes.
That's really all it takes?
Yes.
Yikes. I just don't like when it's unprompted.
Yes.
Where it's like
the Magic Library.
Trying to play Pokemon Coliseum or XD in this day and age is just inviting someone.
Know.
It's just inviting someone to say it. They're just waiting. Like, man, this game is amazing. Way better than Gen 8. It's like, alright. Sure. My name is John Chatter, and I just hate. Very accurate depiction of John Chat. Get that P. It'll clear the screen of bullets for you.
Where? What?
You didn't get enough of it.
I'm trying to dodge.
Pokemon Let's Go is a weird one. I never actually played it.
It's fun. I just wish I could use the Pro Controller because you can't for some reason, and I hate it.
Called the Deli looking for Pokemon cards. I heard from Vinny.
You can't get Pokemon cards now.
I heard from Vinny that Target stopped carrying them.
Yeah, Target and Walmart, they no longer carry them because the scalpers they wait outside in the mornings and then they get in fist fights. They get in like fist fights. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that bad.
I've rarely heard of stuff like that happening around here.
No.
Like it's everywhere. It's gotten bad.
They just keep releasing these sets, and then people, I can make a quick buck off.
The only time I get stuff is when I go to, like, the EB Games, and I pre-order the sets before they come out, and they save me some. I have to pre-order Pokemon cards to get them.
It got really bad, yeah. The fact that the most common retailers for this stuff are now saying we don't carry it because it's a problem is a problem.
Yeah, like I said before, like our local store got robbed. Their window got smashed in, and people only took Pokemon cards.
I have a feeling whoever did that didn't actually know the value of the cards and just heard that they were valuable.
I let go slow and moved too fast. No, they don't know the value. They're just grabbing random crap because, like, they left all the expensive crap in there.
Yeah, because they heard Pokemon cards were they could sell them, so they only grabbed Pokemon cards, but they didn't actually do any. I feel like it's kind of a given that if someone did that, they didn't actually do any research on what cards are valuable, because then they wouldn't be stealing from a card shop.
Yeah.
Well, what do I know, right?
When I last went to a shop to get some, the dude had two like big like display things for
remember the pattern?
For like a shiny Pokemon.
Left.
Okay, hang on. First, let me do this. Yeah.
Right.
Right. Like, what's that?
Middle.
Okay. Let's get through this.
Right. Left. And you're good.
Okay. Oh!
Too far right.
Yeah, there was like a shiny Pokemon set of cards, and the dude had two like products for it left, and the limit was one per customer. But like he basically straight up told me, there's a dude that comes in here every day. He's a scalper and he just buys everything. I don't want him to have it. You can buy both of these. And I'm like, sure.
That's when you get in good with the local businesses.
Yeah.
Local card shop Camp Walmart bought all the stock and resell at their place for $7 a pack, so they were basically the only place to buy cards in town. That doesn't sound like a business I'd want to support. A business that scalps for their own business. That's pretty cringe. The opposite of based. You're gonna see every single one of these stupid attacks. Have fun.
I don't wanna.
You're not. Well, you don't have to have fun if you don't want to.
No, I don't want to see the attack. I want to have fun without it.
Andrew hates this one because it comes from the side and not directly onwards.
There goes my continue.
Bullets that come sideways, I can't deal with. Diagonals, I can't deal. Why are diagonal bullets? Good
ending.
question. Good question.
At least beat Remy, who knows? Was that my first continue?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a new Digimon card game?
Yeah, you know, you can't get it because everyone scalped the cards.
Okay. There goes my fun. Trading card games become TGS turn to SGS.
I got into collecting because, like, I wanted, like, a new hobby to do while I can't, like, see my friends and that, and it was fun.
Can't soon.
And now I can't do that anymore. You can't even buy binders anymore, and I have, like, you see those stacks of cards on, like, my dresser and stuff? Those are all individual sets that I'm waiting to be able to buy a binder and organize them. Like, ugh.
My neck hurts because I slept on it wrong. I can't bend over. Why do you have two Violet amiibos?
Wait, what?
You have two Violet
I collect amiibos, you know that.
Why do you have two of them, though? They're both guys.
Yeah?
I'm just wondering why. What's the point of having two Violets?
I like having multiple amiibos. Because they never make them again.
True. Diagonal or curvy bullets? The answer is curvy. But curvy is usually because curvy lasers. And curvy lasers are some of the worst bullets I've ever seen in my life. This spell card is yes.
What?
Yes. And that, so the hitboxes on those, you see the white ring around them? That doesn't hit you. The center does. But remember, the hitbox is also square-based, so it's also really weird. None of it makes any sense.
People like play this with a mod that shows the hitbox?
I don't know if there's a mod that makes it inactive in real time, but I have seen hitboxes of them. Everything's square up to a certain point, then they start rounding them out. Which means some hitboxes are really strange, because the round bullets have hitboxes that are squares in between them, so like the corners, the top and sides of the bullets don't hurt you.
That reminds me, I keep forgetting to mention, like when I was looking at the Link to the Past randomizer, you know how there's like custom sprites, right?
Yeah.
I found there's some Touhou characters in there, like I think Marissa and Chirno are among them.
Makes sense. You got the face of every game icon, and then you got the...
Well, no, it's usually a lot of random characters. Like, you don't have, like, Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, but you can find, like, Lapras from Pokemon.
What? Why?
I don't know.
That's so random.
It's all, like, community edition, so they just make whoever they want.
But Lapras?
Yeah. I think there's, like, a Kecleon one that just uses the Mystery Dungeon sprite.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Okay, that was good.
Oh. I don't have any problem with Lapras as a Pokemon. I'm just surprised that Lapras as a Pokemon is a Link to the Past. It's a Link to the Past character sprite. Then again, I guess I've seen Wind Waker stuff as well. And Wind Waker also.
Oh yeah, I really want to try out the Wind Waker one. It's just I don't feel like I know enough. I kind of want to do more Like, I've been messing around. There's like a randomizer for the Castlevania DS games, and it's actually amazing, and I wish it had more attention.
How good is it?
Oh!
You gotta stop trying to squeeze through
I know,
those.
but it
Really
looks like
tight.
the only thing I can do.
No, there's enough of a break near the end of it that you just need to like follow it. So there's your break there, yeah, like that.
Okay, I see. I think.
Break to the left. Okay, you
How?
barely micro that
How
by
did
accident.
I do that?
There's really not a lot of you don't get a lot of comfortable movement room, but it is possible to get through this. It's also a little dependent on her position as well, because sometimes Saki backs up.
Oh!
Too slow.
I should have hit bomb. I thought it was safe.
This is gonna skip so much of the stage.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna bomb. I don't know what the hell's going on. It randomizes lots of things, like the dialogue for one. I don't know what the hell to do there.
It's aimed at you, so when you move too much, it gets wacky.
Okay. Well, I can't really focus on what I was gonna say at the moment. Okay.
Fine. Misdirection is funny.
Alright. There's a 1-up.
It's funny. Very funny indeed.
I
How
press boom!
How does Lapras swing a sword anyway?
I don't know.
Doesn't have arms. Doesn't have legs.
Again. Play is missing no in the fast randomizer if you want.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of cool. I wonder how that would work.
Well, it's like they also always have like different color variants for when you find like the blue and red armor, which is cool.
Could be shiny Lapras. Shiny
Like
Lapras.
I did one as like Mega Man X, and when you pick up the blue armor, he has like the white Falcon armor.
I don't know what that looks like.
It's like when you collect all the armor parts in Mega Man X.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we need the Shoryuken. Or not the Shoryuken, Hadoken. The instant kill you can do with full HP. That's such a funny inclusion.
Yeah. Oh, how did that one hit me? Oh.
Hitboxes on knives are funny.
Yeah.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Alright. The Castlevania one I was talking about, like, you can switch around weapon properties, and you can end up with a spear that, like, fires, like, RPGs in Dawn of Sorrow.
Excuse me?
Because, like, there's a weapon, there's an RPG weapon you can get in Dawn of Sorrow.
An RPG spear.
Yeah.
I heard that, I think it was Dawn of Sorrow, but you can get Excalibur, like King Arthur's sword, but because you're not a descendant of King Arthur, you can't actually pull it from the stone, so it's like a hammer weapon. Yeah, it's like a hammer weapon, so when Soma swings it, he just brings the rock down with the sword, so it's like a hammer.
You can also, like, randomize sprite animations, so you can have, like, the soul that throws out, like, a Fleaman, and it'll just be, like, something really random. Like, it could be like a floating sword, or just like a giant, like the boss's head or something. Oh, come on! How does that one happen? Now I'm getting that's infuriating.
Knife hitboxes. When in doubt, blame the knife hitboxes.
I will.
You could also bomb too. Then you don't have to see any hitboxes. That power.
Alright.
This is not as bad as the other ones, but it can get bad fast.
And oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also randomized like item properties. So like I picked up a castle map, and its effect when used was restores like 499 HP.
What? It's a map.
Yeah, I know, you can eat it. I found a newspaper that poisons you when you use it.
Yes. Sounds like a newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it's the
Some
extent
really
of
bad news in there.
Right, the extent of randomizers.
Okay.
Like with Pokemon randomizers, I don't really like play Pokemon randomizers too crazy. Because I think they, wow, you had such a good gap in between those ones.
Kidding me? I keep getting, like, I am focused here. I just don't know how I keep getting hit by those damn things.
There's a lot to pay attention to.
Like, I don't feel like I'm distracted talking. Ugh.
There's a lot to pay attention to, and sometimes you, like, have a moment where you think you see something better, but you can't react in time for it.
Okay, got it.
Like, Pokemon randomizers, I tend to only randomize, like, similar strength and then stuff like that. Like, I make it random, but I don't make it, like, a wacky...
Pokemon can get old for that. I recently found an older randomizer that has an extra option. It randomizes the color palette of every Pokemon.
I would like that.
I tested it out, and I saw, like, pink Groudon and, like, blue and white Golem, so it looked like Ice Golem.
That's sick!
Yeah, I know, it was actually
Alright,
cool.
you're gonna send me that. I would have to play with that. Go check that out.
It's like, yeah.
Does it have the other quality life features of the current one, or is
Not
it like...
quite. I think it's like from 2013, but
Well,
it has like generally a lot of the randomization options that were in the Universal one.
As long as they're good, I guess. Because I don't really like playing with max randos, because I think it's confusing. It's
Yeah,
like,
it gets-
oh, here's a level 4 Groudon, you catch it, and it's a water grass type, and its ability is pressure, and it has fire punch and water gun and roar and growl. It's like, wow. But like then it's just that for everything, and I find like it just gets old really, really fast.
It can. That's
Yeah.
why I don't like spending too long on them. There we go. But
I
I want
played,
to try like Wind Waker and Majora's Mask. They sound like to be fun. 'Cause those games have like a lot of random item checks to look for.
Majora's Mask, I have to wonder about, because I watched Vinny do his, right, and you know a lot of Majora's Mask items boil down to the mask side quest. So if you want to play with it random, you will have to like make everything like you can make it easier on yourself by making plot progression items stay in plot progression points. But because there's so few actual plot progression points in Majora's Mask, you're probably gonna have to hit all of them anyway. Whereas like in Wind Waker, you only really need to find two things. You need to find the Triforce, you need to find the Light Arrows, you need to find the Master Sword. That's it. And everything else. But like with you need to get the masks in Majora's Mask. I'm pretty sure you have to beat the boss for that. Not just find the mask in the wild. Vinny randomized the song locations, but he randomized them within the locations of songs themselves, which seems really confusing to me because you basically need every song anyway. So it's like, you know, you get the Oath of Order from the Giants. Well, Oath of Order is actually it's the Sonata of Awakening. And it's like, okay, but then you have to do all that anyway. So what's the point of randomizing it songs between songs? Because you're gonna have to do all the songs anyway. You're gonna get the songs. It's just gonna be a weird order. You're not gonna know which way to go about it. But you're still gonna have to do it. There's no avoiding it if it's all within the songs itself. If you randomize songs among all the other items, then there's a chance you don't have to get a song. But if you randomize all the songs within songs, you're pretty much going to have to get every single song check anyway.
I guess just to do it in a different order, I suppose.
I don't know, I just think it's like kind of pointless to randomize that. Wind Waker has some comfortability options. There's like True Randomizer, which is everything is random.
I know that for Ocarina of Time, you can actually you can guarantee that the checks you really don't like have like garbage, like the shops in like Hyrule Castle Town where I have to play like the shooting gallery minigame. I press bomb, you piece of crap.
Shooting gallery minigames, yeah.
Or the bomb shoe bowling.
If you don't want to play those.
Yeah.
I don't actually know a lot about the mini games in Legend of Zelda games because I didn't do a lot of them. Remember, just stay in spot and you're okay. Dodge the first gap and then just stand still until it ends. Nice.
Okay. Curse of Vlad.
Pepis. Dracula.
Oh.
It's weird. It's hip. It's Coral. Look at that big money. You actually capped that. Nice.
What?
You did it without getting hit or
Oh! Okay. Sorry, you say something?
Yeah, it's called a capture. Oh, your rhythm is off.
I forgot that was the one I moved to the beat, right?
Yeah, this one's streaming. Like, Wind Waker will let you start with Triforce pieces, and it will make plot progression items be behind plot progression checkpoints, so you don't have to play every single minigame to get, like, the important stuff, which I think is good. But I also think a true randomizer, if you know enough about the game, I think a true randomizer is probably more fun. But the thing about randomizers is I find that they can, not that they get stale really fast, but like sometimes you can get stuck in a massive roadblock and then progress is halted to like
That's
basically
why I
stall,
only, for
stop.
Link to the Past, I only play the Triforce mode. I don't like going through the motions of beating Ganon at the end. It just seems tedious. Okay.
The finale. Yeah, this spell card is rough. Just like you go into a dungeon, you get item, and then you can go to another dungeon with it. That's fine and all that. I don't mind that. And I like that Wind Waker is like, you know, you only really need Light Arrows, Master Sword, and the Triforce, and then you can go to Hyrule and end the game. Of course, you do need like the hook shot to actually progress in the dungeon itself, but in order to legitimately beat the game, you only do need those specific items. But there are speedrunner tricks if you know them.
Yeah, I like watching speedrunners play stuff like that. watching a lot of Resident Evil speedrunners play like these really absurd like mods for like old Resident Evil 2 and 3, and there's just like ridiculous crap. Like in RA2, I've seen someone put like on the police station balcony just like Birkin dog form.
Really?
Yes. And they still managed to beat it eventually, but it's annoying.
I want to watch Village speedruns, but until I actually see the whole game. Oh, you did it.
Yeah, I did it. Oh, I won?
Yeah, you did
it.
it.
I did it. I did it, woman.
Now hide the end. That was literally your last life.
Right.
And you had no bombs.
That's right,
If you got hit there, the game would have been over.
Hang on a second, chat. You don't get to see... It's the rule. You're not allowed to see the ending.
I'm going to click back into the game. There you go. That went by really
well. Did it
well.
just crash?
The answer is yes.
The game just crashed on victory? Are you kidding me?
Wow, I haven't seen that happen in a while.
Oh, cool. Well, I don't get to see the ending either, chat.
Boot it back up. What the heck?
It just happened.
That's not supposed to happen anymore. I mean, it has happened before, but it only happens in full screen mode. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, chat. I don't get to see it.
Oh, it was a bad end anyway. It would have just told you to play better.
I still earned it.
It would have told you to play better. He's on the V patch. Yes.
No. I didn't want to do that.
Give up already. Are you crazy? I can give it a shot if you want.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. You know I can't.
Oh, that's why I said you could try. Give it a shot.
Oh, well, that was annoying.
I don't know why it did that. It used to do that to me, but I don't think it's supposed to happen when on V-Patch. I've never seen it happen on V-Patch.
Should I do my salty run back then?
You can if you want.
I kind of want to. That's some garbage right there, chat. I won. He did
win.
I didn't in the best ending, but I won.
He actually beat that. No extra resources available to him, and we were just not paying attention to that.
Crashed on you when you 1CC'd once. Oh, that sounds like hell.
I've never seen it.
Is this just an ESOD thing?
It's happened in other games too.
Or EOSD, sorry.
Embarrassment of stupid dummy.
Reminds me when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh the other week. I was playing an Exodia deck, and
oh, scum. No, go on.
It's part of the story.
Go on.
And I had extra copies of legs in my hands, and as soon as I drew the last piece to play Exodia, the game crashed. It couldn't handle that many legs.
You can only have 3 though. Wait, no, they're limited, aren't they? Or is it unlimited?
Well, unlimited in the story deck, because the guy who uses it is a cheating piece of crap.
Oh, the rare hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeker.
Yeah, the one-turner. That guy. You can play. I forgot you can play as the opposite side in that game, as well as the main. You can use your deck, play with the story deck, or play with the opposite side of the story deck.
What was the? I want to go back to the very first one. Homing.
All right.
All for full circle here.
Exod. Yeah, they're all limited. You can only have 1.
Can't ban Exodia. He's too iconic.
Yeah,
that works.
So I've heard. When Andrew tells me about when like the base of certain seasons monsters are so good that they ban everything but the monster.
Yes.
And so they ban all the enablers, but then the monster still causes problems.
Firewall Dragon should have just been banned on its name alone.
That's the one, yeah. They banned everything that works with him and not just the card itself. So instead of just getting rid of one card, they get rid of multiple.
Yeah.
It's like, huh, alright. That's how it be.
And we attack her.
There's banned cards, there's limited cards, and there's semi-limited cards. What makes a card semi-limited?
If it's too good with 3 copies, they buff it down to 2.
Oh. Buff? You mean nerf?
Or nerf it down to 2, yeah, you know what I mean.
The Limits of Exod are the only normal monsters to ever be on the ban list in some way? Really? They were banned at one point? Why?
Yeah, I guess. It's too good.
Destiny Hero
Exodia
Malicious?
is really hard to win. All you do, people hate
do?
it because you stall.
What?
What are you saying?
What's Destiny Hero Malicious?
I think it's like if you banish it from your graveyard, you can like summon another copy of it, so it makes it easy to just search them out or some crap.
I remember a backup soldier, like you just like plop Exodia pieces on the board. I like the Destiny board item set.
So bad.
Yeah, it's awful. But it won me a lot in GX Duel Academy. You get F on you put F on the board, and then it starts spelling out final. And if it spells out final, you win the duel.
Yeah.
That's great.
Don't spell death.
Like the spell card, the final countdown, where after 20 turns you win.
Nobody likes that card.
My favorite card is self-destruct button. If you are losing by 7,000 life point deficit, you can.
You ever hear about like
the duel tie.
the cheesy crap you can do with a card called Last Turn?
What's that?
So
Sounds
how
like
it works
last
is
turn.
it's supposed to be like the super anime moment card, where basically like everything on the field is irrelevant. You have to be losing by like 7,000 life points, I think.
That's self-destruct button.
And yeah, something similar to that. So both players pick one monster from their deck and just put it on the field, and only those two monsters battle, and whoever wins that battle between those two monsters is the winner of the duel. You know what people do? They activate it, and they play a monster called, like, Jaugen the Spiritualist, right? And his effect is your opponent can't special summon monsters. So your opponent can't...
He blocks the effect before it can finish?
Yes. Your opponent can't summon nothing, so I think you just win. Isn't that stupid? That's Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah.
That sounds like an oversight and a half.
Yeah, it is. It's dumb. I'm sure I don't have it 100% right there, but that's kind of the gist of why people don't like that card.
This is my favorite comment I've read. Self-destruct button is banned because of scheduling problems. If you force the game into a tie, everything goes off schedule.
No, that's the thing people do is like they intentionally waste time to cause timeouts or something.
Oh yeah, I know. Have you ever seen Pokemon?
And I remember there was once this card where it's like the effect is something like you offer your opponent a handshake, and if they accept, they...
No, Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship?
Yeah.
Yo!
You get, like, an effect, but, like, of course, someone had to ruin it for everybody. What he would do is, like, he'd offer them a handshake, but he'd do, like, gross stuff to his hand, so people would say no, and he'd get the better effect. And then they had to make a ruling where it's like, you have to accept the idea of a handshake.
That is so unbelievably scummy in, like, every sense of the word.
Yes, it is! That's Yu-Gi-Oh, baby! Technically, I can do this.
I did the origin of the 40 card like limit too. I learned that.
Yeah, that's a popular one these days.
There was no upper limit, so some guy just rolled in with a 2,000 card deck.
Yeah, apparently he was like a dude who he was involved with the tournament staff and that, and he did it to basically just prove a point.
You know what? He did a good job.
Yeah, he did.
He was a necessary evil. That's what we need. He's like the blue shell. A necessary evil. You may hate it.
He did it for a few rounds, and the staff was like, "Can you please just quit?" And he's like, "Okay, I made my point," and then he quit.
This is why. This is gonna be a little bit rough. Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay.
You need more power because your initial damage is very low to begin with, and you were just not killing things.
Is it capturing the mouse cursor? I think I left it on screen.
Let me find it.
It's on the right side.
No, it's not.
I think.
You're good.
Okay.
I'll move it though, because it's annoying.
Okay.
There we go. Someone made a 12-page document of last turn rulings. How's that work?
Oh, it doesn't. There we go.
They also banned taking your opponent's soul with the Seal of Orichalcos, too.
Yeah, they did.
I don't like that one. If you're playing the Seal of Orichalcos, you know what you're getting into. You should be prepared to accept the consequences of your actions. Kind of lame, Yu-Gi-Oh! Kind of lame.
Well, like anybody like when the bad guys lose with the Serum or
You gotta move faster than that.
It didn't matter. I know. I was holding down slow for focus and shots.
Pew pew pew.
Pew pew.
Icicle
I'm trying to be
bomb.
more, just go crazy with my bombs, because I always just hoard them and it never works.
If you don't want to do this spell card, I'm pretty sure you can just like go above her, but she might shoot towards you.
But I can hit her in the face with this instead.
True. On easy mode, you can stand in front of her and not get hit at all. It's one of the most well-known safe spots in the whole series. Icicle Fall easy. You can just stand in front of Chirno and she cannot hit you. And artist depictions of that are quite funny, because it's usually just her looking very afraid as Reimu is very angry in her face as she continues to shoot and does not manage to get a hit in. But she's trying her best.
Okay.
Remember, this game also came out before Chirno was branded as an idiot for life.
I forget, did you ever make a video on Luna Nights? I forgot.
No.
Okay.
I plan on it, but
Alright.
I'm a little preoccupied.
Well, I wasn't going to, but probably. I was just assuming you probably were.
Recently they released a game on Steam. The one that came bundled with Genso Wander when we got way back in the day, Double Focus. It was a small Metroidvania game with Aya and Momiji. And that finally, after years, is on Steam and I'm playing that again. It's such a good game.
I don't think I know who those are.
You've probably seen art of them. Momiji she is a wolf girl. She has white hair and a white tail, and she has a maple leaf shield. It's not actually a maple leaf, but it looks like a maple leaf.
In fact, I'm struggling to remember this character's name right now.
Which one?
The Canadian colored one.
Reimu.
Ah, right, that's her name. For some reason, I thought there was like an H there.
Aya is the one with the camera and black short.
No,
black
I'm thinking
hair.
of Hakure Shrine, right?
Hakure Shrine, yes. She is Hakure Daimon. It's the Hakure
I genuinely
Shrine.
forgot her name for a second. I don't know why.
There's a lot of characters. It takes some time to learn them.
Oh, it's getting chilly.
There's a spell card called Get Your Game On that doubles the attack elemental heroes and Neospatians if you were present at the 2007 TCG World Championship. How do I confirm?
It was a promotional card, yeah.
It's
like Birthday Pikachu, where it does more damage if the attack's used on your birthday.
That card got banned because they didn't want people reeling the birth certificates to verify it. Because if it did 50 plus damage if it was your birthday. So
one of the
80.
funniest banned, or not, I don't know if it's banned or not now. But one of the funniest like ruling effects I find is with like Victory Dragon. Where it's like its little effect is if you win the or land the finishing attack with it,
you win the duel.
You win like the best 2 out of 3. That's what its effect does. But your opponent can just be like, I surrender before it happens, and it still counts as only 1 victory.
That's good.
Yeah.
The card, I always wondered about that card's effect because it's just like if you reduce your opponent's life points to 0 with this monster,
enough,
you win. Like yeah, of course I win.
There was like these like promotional cards or something that were made during like the Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal era. And they had like these effects where you have to like shout this like saying from the anime out loud for the effect to apply. But like they all have like something printed on them that's just like this can't be used in a real duel, right? But I think it was like the Korean version of the card game. They forgot for one of them to print that on one of the cards so it was legal.
What do you shout? What did it do?
I don't remember, but that's the story of it, I believe.
Well, at least Yu-Gi-Oh! And at least Konami had the hindsight to not make players have to be able to read Egyptian to summon Winged Dragon or Ra. Remember when Mai took control of the monster?
That wouldn't make him any more useful.
When Mai took control of the monster from Merrick, and he was like, haha, you can't use it unless you can speak the ancient language on the card. It's like, what? That's not how this works!
That's how it works now. Winged Dragon or Ra is terrible.
Which one's good?
Okay.
Are any of them good nowadays?
I think Obelisk is cool or something.
He has 4,000 points. I like how Kaiba can sacrifice 2 monsters and get infinity attack points, as if that made sense. Yeah. That's not how that's supposed to work.
I think that was like Darts that did that. He got me summon a monster with infinity attack points.
Infinity attack points is so
oh, that was lame.
Stupid!
I had like a good opening, that one little ball there.
You did squeeze into it, yeah, but sometimes RNG just puts things in your way. Obelisk has targeting protection, but none of the others do. Ah.
Yeah.
Raw Sphere mode is played to clear your opponent's field. But the Slifer, the executive producer, is like one of the coolest monsters. His effect would be better if it was like the anime. Well, actually, it is like the anime. Revival Jam is the one that is cheating. Slifer will always attack a monster with lower than 2,000 or 2,000 or lower defense points, which is just kind of silly if you think about it. But then Revival Jam only comes back if you pay 1,500 life points for it. But Merrick cheated and just constantly brought it back. That might be one of the only instances in the anime where Yugi won by making someone brick. I also like how there's a card that removes the hand limit for games.
Yeah.
Infinite cards. Let me just sacrifice a card in my deck so we can both have infinity cards. Although I guess that would be a decent card for like Exod decks or something like that. But I highly doubt it's usable because it's probably easier to pull shit out of the graveyard than it is to just like collect a hand, right? Yeah, the Obelisk's ability in the anime was infinite attack if it sacrificed 2 monsters. That's the only reason I know
Nothing in the
like
anime
that.
makes sense, Dylan. Nothing.
Oh, I mean, Battle City tried to make more sense. Duelist Kingdom was...
Battle City was just weird.
Raw has like 20 effects. Yeah.
My favorite part of Battle City is how the anime caught up with the manga too quickly. So they made up the entire arc with Noah, and in the entirety of that, Merrick is just on the blimp, just chilling, not knowing what the heck's going on.
Yeah, he's just walking around.
He's just like, what am I doing? I'm here to be evil, and I can't do nothing.
I didn't realize that Noah arc was filler.
Yeah, get it? The Noah arc.
Yeah, I know, Noah arc, and his boss monster is an arc. I know, it's a giant ship. Like, they were not subtle about it. Also, why is Gozabora like a cyber demon? And why is his boss monster Exodia but dead? Ooh! And then it's not even that good of a card. Because the actual base Exodia just wins the duel. And then Exodia Necros is like, well, you don't win the duel if I'm on the field, but I make it easier to win the duel. It's like, no, I want the card that lets me win the duel.
It's bad.
Duelist Kingdom was built different.
Okay.
The Lambert Tank, which you got by fusing two monsters that had nothing to do with tanks. Red Eyes Black... Okay, here's a question. Which one of those two characters has the Red Eyes Black Skull Dragon in their extra deck?
Neither. They cheated it. It doesn't exist.
Because, like, it required one of Joey's and Yugi's monsters, so one of them had to have it in the extra deck, right? Who had it?
In the story duel and Legacy of the Duelist, they just put it in both players' extra deck.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
They also just give you each a copy of Red Eyes and Summon Skull, so you can do it without stealing your opponent's monster.
Well, okay then. But that takes away the whole Yu-Joe friendship. Speaking of Yu-Joe friendship, remember that episode of Battle City where Yugi and Joey have to duel, and Joey is mind controlled by Merrick, and Yugi's like, I don't want to fight you, Joey, and then like Yugi plays a card that's like, I take all the life point damage you will receive. And then Yugi loses the duel, and then the anchor tied to their ankles like makes them sink in the harbor. Remember that? That death duel?
Yeah.
But then the duel was over, but then Joey was like, oh, actually, I used this card that makes me take the same amount of damage that you just did, because that card totally exists, and that card would totally be played by a real human being.
Yeah. How convenient.
Also, the duel was over.
Yeah,
how did he play a card to get the effect that the duel was already over and decided? You can't do that.
Man.
It's against the rules.
Anime.
So they both got soaked down, and they both saved the day, and then Yu-Joe friendship was all good again. And Tristan was there, because Tristan is a very important character to the series as a whole.
Heck yeah.
I think.
He's around. He's just doing his thing sometimes.
Why doesn't he do anything? He has
He's
like
there for moral support.
He played like Cyber Soldier once, that was cool. Duke Devlin played Orgon the Destroyer. And Dungeon Ice Monsters. Ugh. What happened with that? You know that it was actually a game on Game Boy Advance for that?
Yeah, I know. There was a board game to go with it as well. But that was supposed to be a big thing they were trying to launch, and it flopped.
I actually liked Dungeon Dice Monsters in the GBA. Duke Devlin was not one of the harder fights. That rare hunter with Exodia was in the game, but he never summoned Exodia unless you let him.
Everyone suddenly cared about a different game that wasn't Duel Monsters for an episode or two.
Dude, the only challenge in that entire game, I swear to God, was like Rex Raptor. I don't know why, but his monsters were just so much better than mine.
I think that what bugs me about the Duke Devlin episode is just like, he makes like, Joey wear a dog suit because like he lost a duel where he was acting, or a game where he was acting really arrogant. And then like the only way to get Joey to not have to wear that anymore, like Yami Yugi comes out and he's just like, I challenge you to Dungeon Dice Monsters, and Duke's just like, if I win, you can never play games again.
I accept. Like, okay, I'm gonna hold this.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't even remember where I got that game, but I think I borrowed it from someone, and I just like, I played a little bit of it, I didn't really understand it, but I really got into it, and I played so much of it. I was just surprised that...
Oh, come on, I could have sworn I death bombed there.
You didn't have any bombs.
I didn't have any left?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't look at that. I just press the button and hope it works.
No, that's fine, but I'll let you know if you don't have the bombs for it. That's the player Q thing. When player 1 asks if they have bombs, player 2 responds.
Have I gone to use the continue yet? I actually don't know.
No, you haven't actually. Your life count is really good.
Okay.
You can actually tell if you use a continue because the ones digit in your score will go up. That's the only way to increase the ones digit in your score.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I learned that semi-recently. So right now your score is a number divisible by 10. Well, not divisible by 10, but it's the last place is a 0. The one digit is a 0, so that means you haven't used to continue. Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy just removes Duke entirely.
Yeah, it does.
Well, because he's not a duelist.
It removes a lot of things.
He's a dungeon dice player.
Oh, come on!
Remember, that middle laser will always go to the bottom of the screen, but the first one doesn't.
Yeah, they skip a lot of things in Legacy.
Faster. Okay. Death bomb saved it.
Did I bomb or death bomb?
That's death bomb.
Ah, that means I lose a life still, right?
No. Death bomb just means you saved your life, but you bombed, but you did it during the phase where you were hit, because you could hear the noise when you get hit at the same time.
Okay.
So a death bomb isn't really different from a regular bomb. There are some games, though, that reduce the penalty you receive by death bombing, for like scoring purposes and stuff. But for the most part, it's just It's just a chance to save a life if you get hit. But it's a really small window, so...
Was I about to say, like, yeah, Legacy, the end of the Duelist, it does not cover the story very well at all, because, like, for the GX arc, it goes, like, right from the duel where Chaz duels Bastion, immediately to this, like, the Spirit...
Wait, he duels Bastion?
The Spirit Key stuff, yeah.
When did he duel Bastion?
And it goes immediately from Chaz wearing the blue uniform to his dark coat.
They skipped everything.
Yeah, they skipped everything.
They skipped this whole redemption arc.
Yeah.
Where he, like, duels his brother with Ojamas and wins. Spoiler alert, but that was a good Chaz episode. Chaz is no Kaiba, but to be fair, no other Yu-Gi-Oh character has ever gotten close to Kaiba. Kaiba is one of the most iconic villains, like, ever. And he's from Yu-Gi-Oh of all things. That dude doesn't care about anything but card games and winning. It's actually impressive. But like every other character they tried to like make as the Kaiba character never really was as Kaiba.
Not quite the Kaiba character, but I know what you mean.
Well, he is because he's like he's the main antagonist, the main rival to the protagonist. He's got an attitude problem. It's like Jack.
But Kaiba's cool, even though he's kind of an ass.
The thing is, though, is that Chaz doesn't really have like a definitive boss monster, I suppose. I mean, Arm Dragon level 10, I'm pretty sure has the same stats as the usual 3,000, 2,500 split that the rivals have, but I don't really know. Because, like, you know, Jack Atlas has Red Dragon Archfiend, that has Blue Eyes as stat spread, and then Stardust Dragon has Dark Magician spread and stuff like that. Neos is Jaden's monster with Dark Magician.
Okay.
But then Chaz's current
Neos,
deck...
not Flame Wingman for some reason.
Flame Wingman's cool, though.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why it's not Flame Wingman, because I felt like Jaden's whole thing was fusion,
a summon animation for Thunder Giant, but not Flame Wingman.
But Flame Wingman is like his most iconic monster.
Yes, I know! That's why it's dumb.
I love that card. It was like the first fusion, like he was the fusion guy.
Yeah.
Like even when his trope moved on to Neospatians mostly, there was still an element of fusion to them. Although it was still kind of weird. Too bad Neospatians never were that great outside of the anime.
Oh, this part always throws me off.
It's hard to get used to, especially if you're not quite sure what to look for. Ooh, it's a tight squeeze.
I don't...
That's fine.
I move away like that, don't I? Think I sort of get it better?
So if she goes, go right.
What?
See? She waits a little bit. So you go opposite side of her, but stream slowly, because everything's aimed at you. So you were doing good there, but the bomb should be able to take her out. There you go. And get the one up.
One up.
Dodge the big P. Ooh, that was close.
So I'm used to continue, so...
I have a created a machine that sent him in the afterlife so he could rematch the Pharaoh. Yeah, he wanted that run back. If you really want that run back, just remember...
Oh, come on, I didn't even see that one.
Kaiba wanted that run back more. It's aimed at you, so you just made it really chaotic. Alright, you got through it. You can't move too much. If you move too much, you make the pattern just undodgeable.
There you go. You know, say... You're talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! More than Andrew now.
How is Neos bad? Neos is... Andrew explained it before, but it's mostly just because the fusion effects for the Neospatians just aren't worth it for what you have to do for them.
This card returns to the extra deck at the end of the turn.
Yeah, like spirit monsters with extra steps, but their effects are like you can't really justify them. In fact, Andrew told me one of the fusions just straight up contradicts its own effect.
Yeah.
So it's a bit wild.
It's the timing, baby.
Neos looks cool, but you know he's a normal monster and doesn't really have a lot of.
Have I not killed her yet? Come on.
When
what? What hit me? I didn't even see it.
you flew into a rice bullet.
Ugh.
When everything stops, it makes it feel longer than it is. Oh god. Because, you know, everything, damage has stopped being dealt as well, so our health bar's not going down. But the actual timer isn't ticking down either, so technically it isn't as long as it feels, but it still feels long because even though the game time freezes, actual time doesn't.
You're telling me this game doesn't actually stop time, Dylan?
No. No, it doesn't.
Why is Saki unemployed here?
Ain't that the question.
How much does she get paid?
Most of the fairies that work here are paid with bed and food and board, not really money. So they're given a place to stay, and they're given 3 meals a day in exchange for their workload. The thing about EOSD is EOSD came out before Zun really did a lot of character writing necessarily, because he learned that people really liked to delve into characters more so after the fact. That's why the mid-stage bosses for Stage 2 and Stage 4 actually don't have official names.
Oh!
They're just, that's still the farthest you ever made it. Won't continue, though.
Yeah, it is.
There's, the Stage 2 and Stage 4 mid-bosses don't have actual names, so the fans made names for them, which are quite they're just literal interpretations of what they are. So,
what? Oh, give me a break, sorry.
Dayuse is, her name just means big fairy, so that's why that's her name. And Kwakama means, little devil. So their names are just straight up what they are. You got a knife bounced on you. That is so unfortunate.
Oh my! I hate her.
Yep.
I hate her here. That is.
So the thing is that when it comes to the EOSD cast, there's a lot of bits in the lore that's kind of like just open to interpretation for the fans. Whereas later down the line, Zun would do a lot more like writing for characters and more backstory orientated stuff. But things like the origin of Sakuya, who Sakuya was before she served Vermilia, things like that are all just up to your interpretation. There's no information on it. Tachi and Vermilia are friends, but there's no explanation as to how they met, where they met, or how their relationship really got to be where it is. They just are friends.
Can't see anything. I don't know what to do.
So an EOSD at this point is so far into its life that it's really hard to just kind of like build that lore. Right? It's hard to just revisit a game with characters that old and be like, yeah, this is the lore. So I think Zun's just never going to really touch it. And it's going to be one of those things that's just up to interpretation. But there are future characters that get more, It's awful, I know. I know.
It's why we'll never learn why Exodia is the Forbidden One.
Exactly, that's what it is, right? They have a title and a name and something to them, but you're not really given a clear amount of direction as to why it is what it is. There are some rumors. In the official books, there's an official book that's basically like a glossary on some of the characters in this game. However, it's written from the perspective of someone in-universe, so it's a little difficult to look at it and claim it as 100% undeniable truth. Because the character in the book claims that Sakuya is just a vampire hunter. And that's totally possible, because, why wouldn't it be? But it's not like 100% set in stone, this is the truth kind of thing. She also says that Moko may be part of a ninja clan, which there is nothing to support that claim at all, really. So that's kind of like the double-edged sword of an information book. Is because it's done... You get more flavor out of it because it's done from the perspective of an in-universe character, but it also can pull into question some of the actual, legitimacy of some of the claims within the book itself.
Somehow this fight I remember the most, everything so far.
Well, that's good. Sometimes you do things...
Oh, I tried to bomb!
You do things enough, you just kind of get a feel for it. Muscle memory is strong.
Why? Okay.
Well, you see, when she fires, sometimes bullets scatter off of the big one, and then you have to dodge stragglers. Yeah.
I hate that.
Moko the ninja.
What? I keep trying to bomb when she's correct, but I can't hit it in time ever. It's frustrating me now. Now that I'm... Oh,
you gotta bomb preemptively, yeah. Death bombing is kind of hard to do intentionally. If you're, unless you're, absolutely prepared to do it.
I have no idea what the hell to do here.
I don't like it either.
Okay.
You gotta go through the gaps, but the motion blur makes me a little nauseous, so I don't really have a good focus on it.
This is one I can stand still.
Yeah, dodge one wave and don't move. Nice.
Okay. Points. Wait, what?
Pretty sure the fact that Dayuse and Kwakama ended up getting their names is the reason why mid-stage bosses afterwards would get names following. So that's why Lily White has a name in Touhou 7. That's why Tay has a name in Touhou 8. Stuff like that. So even though they were mid-stage bosses, Zud made sure to actually make them real characters and not just undescript enemies that show up. Which is great, because then you got more characters as a result.
What? Oh, I didn't... Oh, okay. Okay.
It's reaching that point.
I swear! Oh, right, this one. Okay.
Been here before. Death bombs are easier in general in Imperishable Night, but they work differently. It's not a traditional death bomb, because hitting a death bomb in the main window will activate a last spell instead of a death bomb, which takes 2 bombs instead of 1. There is still a death bomb window, but it's significantly harder to hit than the other one. It's the game with the longest death bomb window.
Oh, I don't know. My brain just like blanked there, and I didn't know what to do.
I have never actually done this spell card ever. And it completely changes how it works in Hard and Lunatic, so I never actually learned either.
Okay. Okay.
Tay has a portrait in Touhou 8, but you can only see it if you do her last word. And then Tay became a playable character in Touhou 9 as well.
Oh, that annoys me, but whatever. I already lost the true ending.
Lily White has never had official art before. Even though she has a spell card in Touhou 16, she's never had official spell card art. I don't know why. She does at least get a name.
Okay.
This is the final one, by the way. So you're pretty much fine. You have 4 lives and 3 bombs per life. You'll be hard pressed to lose this, I think.
Don't jinx it.
Oh, you would have to die 12 times. And if you actually died 12 times...
Don't test my incompetence. It'll take it as a challenge.
I would be legitimately impressed if you choked it with 12 lives. Yeah, she's about to die. Pew 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 pew! She's gonna go boom! That's game would crash. You didn't need to bomb it.
When I wanted to. Need to make a point.
I think your game crashed again.
It did just crash again. Are you serious? Why?
What the hell is that
Why
about?
did it crash again?
Why can't it boot up the game for you?
Well, what's going on? Hey.
There's something wrong with it? It's loading properly. That is so weird.
Oh,
Well, I mean, you beat it. It's recorded, but...
Well, I mean, I can't show the ending anyway, but I wanted to see it.
That's fine.
Oh.
2.5 hours, 5 runs. Jesus.
Yeah, chat. It's been a 6-hour stream.
More than me. I can do a run if you want.
Oh, I'm pretty tired. I want to make dinner and stuff.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's only
tired
25
too.
minutes.
If you want to do one, you can.
Yeah, I might as well.
Alright, just take the controller. Probably sweating from me holding it all day.
Hasn't been that long. Hold on.
It's a new controller.
You want me to do a hard run? What?
Can if you want.
I'm not gonna do a hard run. Just need to change seats though so I can see the big screen. Better at least.
Positions, you mean?
Yeah.
Alright.
Change the seat. Go over.
Careful.
This might not go well, but I'll give it a try.
Let's move around. Alright. Yeah.
Alright.
Just making a nice long Touhou episode. Oh, he picked Lunatic? Okay, sure.
Yeah. I've done this a few times. This controller is similar to mine.
Alright. You can blame the controller or slow down right later.
No, it's the same controller. I feel fast.
Alright.
Really fast. Weird.
Why, is something off with how it's running?
No.
Because I felt that before, like, I've been playing, like, Mega Man 2 on multiple versions, and I've discovered that the Switch version of Legacy Collection has massive, not like massive, but input delay out by a few frames, and it's very noticeable to me after spending so much time on that.
There shouldn't be input to play with V-patch active. I guess maybe the stick is a little more sensitive than I thought it would, but it's not anything terrible. It'll probably be a problem.
Yeah.
Later on, though.
Hear me, chat? Oh. Let the record show, chat. I may not have the best ending, but I did beat the final boss.
True.
Twice in the game crash.
True.
Last time, I thought it was because I clicked out the window to try and hide. But
well, yeah,
that time it crashed as soon as I landed the killing blow.
It crashes like that, which is why I was surprised to see it crash for V-patch.
Some people in chat have said that it happens.
I've never seen it crash with V-patch.
Didn't see the end credits, so we don't believe you. Okay.
But you watched the
You
boss.
watched me kill. You watched me kill.
40...
I did good.
Alright.
I did good, chat.
Alright.
And chat, I do want to play more Touhoos, because there's also like that Pokemon Touhou game, puppet dance performance. That'd be fun.
I did a video on that one too.
I know. You can watch it on his channel or something. Do that.
I had a lot more to say about that game than I thought I would. That's for sure. Oh.
I mean, it looks so goofy. Probably just the face, the way it's drawn.
Sounds about right. Wow, that sucks. Hit by Nightbird.
Yeah, we'll see, Andrew. Maybe we can play that one together. I don't know. Believe in you, have teddies. That's right. Spamming teddy bears because they're wholesome. Doesn't look that different so far, unless I'm blind, but probably because I'm not the one playing.
Well, there's also an extra layer of stuff in there. And
Yeah,
if you were playing, you would notice it. Da 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 da.
That's a lot of green things. Yeah.
Give me free stuff.
No, it wasn't what, like, I didn't mean, like, play with Dylan instead. I meant initially, like, to play that by myself, but I could see.
What?
Puppet dance performance.
It's a good game, although it has, some issues to it. You know how
every game's got issues. Like, in the case of this game, I could say I have an issue with it, in that it keeps crashing when I win.
I don't know what's up with that. I can't do anything to help you with that, because I don't know why it's doing it.
You know my extent of Touhou lore is I like the maid girl. She's cute.
There's plenty more than her.
Oh, but I don't like her hair because her knife hitboxes are bad. That's the thing I say, right?
What, the knife hitboxes?
Yeah. They're bad, right? I don't actually know what they look like, but
I don't know what they look like either. I hate them.
There we are.
I did that wrong, but that's alright. Just not gonna press the bomb button.
I don't know who all these people are. Ooh.
Dun, dun.
I'm just yawning a bit, chat. It's been a long day. You know, before we did this, I was playing Purity Forest, and I played Minetric. First run of the day, first Minetric try ever, and I just did it.
Really?
Yeah. After taking a several week break. It all came together.
Hard to forget that when you do it so many times, I suppose.
True, no. Why does she freeze things?
Bored.
Why is she popular?
Idiot.
Okay. Touhou fans don't like smart characters? Oh.
Oops. Oh well.
That's fine.
That's alright, doesn't matter. It'll probably time out. Yeah. Hailstorm.
Flame IOSYS. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming that means, like, it's the name of a different Touhou game.
It was an acronym?
I have done great. I remember the first time I played or streamed Touhou anything, there were people in the YouTube comments genuinely mad, like, why is he this good at it? For his first try. This makes me mad.
Man!
You lost it?
That is so stupid!
Okay. Stay so.
Unfortunate.
It's fine. Ugh. It's a lunatic. I mean, it's pretty much what I expected. It's lunatic, right? It's hard?
It's hard, yeah.
Yeah.
Usually what I do when I do it on my stream is I do a run without bombing, and then I do a run with bombing, because the first run of the day is that you warm up.
Yeah.
I definitely am not capable of just putting the controller in my hand and then performing miracles. In fact,
No, you have to be ready to beat the hardest difficulty at all times. That's how it's worked. I told you, Ricky Touhou Fan 69 said so.
He would know. Wicked
know.
Touhou fan with a name like that. Oh. Diamond Blizzard.
That's a lot of icicles on screen there. Are those icicles? I don't even know.
Yes.
No, you're still dealing with Cherno. John Touhou 999. Yeah.
I just think that one's easier than Hailstorm. Maybe it's just like got hit by the last one.
Short sleeves are bad for you. Health. Is that what she says? And then is it sitting Reimu doll for some reason?
It's not a doll, it's Reimu.
Why is she like sitting like a doll?
I don't know, but it's adorable.
Her arms are just held out like that. It's
yeah.
weird. No one sits like that.
She's sprawled, dude. It's comfortable. You ever sprawled before?
Mm-hmm.
The best Zun art ever created.
Would expect generic Touhou fans' username to be something like Mino Rico's 2 left feet or something. Well, I could see.
No, that's my name.
Okay. Well, there'd be lots of people who put feet in their username. You would be surprised. No, you wouldn't. Don't pretend we are.
I have seen enough to know.
Flandre. Well, I've beaten Flandre in Luna Nights.
Oh.
That was difficult. Stop bullying that character. I didn't do anything. I didn't mean to bully any fictional characters. What are you talking about? Why is Marissa doing stuff in this game anyway?
Bored.
She's bored? Why is that the plot
it's
of these
Reimu's
games?
job. Reimu's job to do things, and then Marissa's just bored and wants in on the action.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Can't anybody just like sit down and talk in this universe?
No. Talk later. Shoot first.
Alright.
Move and I'll shoot. Shoot and I'll move.
Yeah, everyone's so boring. And then there's her with her like hand puppet face.
Neat.
Her face just looks so weird. Like it's just gonna open up.
Well, that's
talking.
what mouths are, Christian. Mouths open up.
Yeah, I know. You didn't let me finish. I was gonna say like open up and more with like the wide mouth like a puppet. So weird.
She's not a puppet though. She's a gatekeeper.
Is she in Puppet Dance Performance?
They're all in Puppet Dance Performance. Well, almost all.
There you go. Checkmate, Touhou fans.
No, but like, oh, I didn't see that. Puppet Dance Performance goes up to 16. For the extended version, anyway.
So much lore to catch up on.
Yes, I know.
What about 1 through 5?
You do that later.
Okay.
They
Why?
don't have much relation to the actual main stuff.
Why?
So, because they changed platforms and Zun didn't want to. There's only like 2 real references to PC98 in Windows era, and that's Yuka, a character, and then Alice, another character. And yeah, that's about it.
They exist!
I don't think there's anything wrong with the games at all, but the thing about it is it's just like there's very little between them, I suppose, so I think that PC98 is something that you check out after you're familiar with Windows era, as opposed to starting with it, because if you start with it, you go through 5 games of it, and then suddenly it's like all gone.
Does it have Reimu in it?
Of course it does.
Okay.
But it's different Reimu. Purple hair Reimu.
Why is she different?
Because it was a different time, it was a different era, literally.
Oh. That sounds weird for her.
Wow.
Did Marissa exist?
Yes, actually.
And it's the first game that has the Scarlet Devil people, right?
No, the first game is a breakout game. Oops. Too sharp on that.
Oh, this isn't the first Scarlet Devil appearance?
This is the 6th game in the series.
Yeah, I know, but I thought this was like the one that had the Scarlet Devils.
It is. This is the
I
first
thought it was
Windows
the first
game.
time. Alright, well, whatever.
Not fast enough. Oh well. I'll get her before she does it again. I knew it. I hate this one because it seems it's only really a problem if she gets really close to the screen. See how they kind of like interweave like that? But if she's farther up
Have
the
you
screen...
only used one continue?
Yes.
Alright.
If she's
Farther than I
up
would
the
have made it
screen-
on this Madhouse mode.
If she's farther up the screen, there's more time to like actually dodge stuff. And then this is just stay in the middle and be good at the video game, I suppose.
Be good at all video games. With Touhou, there's a spin-off for everything. There's like Touhou Fortune Street now. Is there?
Oh god, that almost hit me. Okay. Fortune Street? There's no like board games. Well, actually there is. There's Ibutsiki, which I haven't checked out yet.
I know there's.
I want to check that out.
Yawn and cough sneeze. There's like Touhou Fire Emblem, right?
Yeah, I'm playing one of those right now.
Is there Touhou Persona yet?
That's a big undertaking.
No nonsense. All video games are Persona now. That's how it works. I know there's Touhou Kart. I know there's Touhou horror games. Is there a Touhou first-person shooter?
I don't think so.
Lies! Then it doesn't count.
There is like one horror game though.
Spooky. I know there's Touhou Metroidvanias. Play that.
Oops.
There's a gacha game and you can get Sakuya.
Yeah.
Think I have the money for that right now, Mina? No, I don't.
I mean, why would you spend money on it?
Touhou Left 4 Dead.
That's a mod.
Ooh. Touhou Doom mod. Cool. Soccer game, I know about that. There's so many of them. How the hell did you dodge that? Look at this. Look at it.
You don't.
There you go.
You don't dodge it. That's the problem with them. They're painful. They're awful.
I'm gonna put in 2 as Touhou-related mods. Cool.
This is what I mean by you stand in the center and...
You just stand in the center and you're safe? Why? It's cheating! Don't cheat!
I'm not cheating.
Yes, you are. You're doing it without effort. It's cheating because I said so. That's how it works. There we go. That laser looked like it touched you. Touhou Resident Evil? Has it happened? I don't think so.
That was a hard spot to get out of. Oh well, what can you do? Please move, laser. I need to go over here. Alright, that kunai is getting real close.
There's a top-down survival horror game with Yoshika. I don't know who that is in Japanese. Okay. I imagine a lot of these Touhou fan games would be in Japanese.
Yeah.
Very much so. There we go. And I know, chat, there's also Touhou Mystery Dungeon. I'm sure I'll play that sometime. These people seem to like me playing Mystery Dungeon so much. And yeah, Dylan tells me it's absolutely painful, so it should be fun.
Gonna wait for the full power trigger.
Yoshika is the Jiangshi.
Yeah, he doesn't know what that means.
Cool. Yeah, Genso Wanderer.
She's a zombie.
Fun!
That's not the word I'd use for it. Alright, check.
Oh,
what's this?
It's Patchouli. Okay. I wanted to stream the Castlevania Touhou on my channel, but like that's the one that has like for some reason the music is all stuck in copyright hell on YouTube, and I don't wanna.
Yep. I didn't have any issues with the main channel video though, which is nice.
Probably because you were talking over all the footage. That's usually what happens in edited stuff.
But yeah, that music is really good. But since it got stuck in a record label or something like that.
Yeah. Sony Music Pictures,
now,
baby.
Sony owns it. You could probably dispute it and they won't do anything, but I don't really know.
Boo, boo, boo. Don't die. Now there's more. Now there's even more bullets on this part. How?
Tat, tat, tat. Tat, tat, tat.
That looks unfortunate. What is that background?
Stained glass?
I guess. It's weird.
Why?
How will you move like past that? I don't know how.
This is awful.
This does look awful. I can agree with that. How do you? I don't even know what the heck you're supposed to go there.
That's the best part. Sometimes there isn't a way to go there.
Is that how it works? Is it really just random?
Yeah.
Oh.
It gets faster. The higher your rank.
Get airmanned. You said they have different spell cards depending on which, like weapon set you picked, you said?
Yeah.
Shot type? Yeah, shot type.
Shot type. Your shot type will... Each shot type fights different sets of attacks.
Watch out for the urine spheres.
Some are similar. Some share them, but some are different.
To be like inside the urine spheres to like even think of dodging it.
Yeah, sometimes I don't like that one because sometimes I think I know what I'm doing, and then sometimes I can't do it.
And dead.
Speaking of things I can't do.
Full power mode. Yeah. What? So many dots on the screen.
Nice. That usually doesn't go that well. Although I probably should have got hit. I'll show you the dodge.
You made it through.
The dodge.
The what?
The dodge. I'll show you the trick. The technique.
Oh, is this the final stage?
This is stage 5.
Oh, it's Sakia's stage, right? I hate Sakia in this. Fighting her, I emphasize. I like Sakia otherwise. Oh, so you can just do this?
I messed it up there because I forgot which way they started.
Right.
But, yeah, you start in the middle. You wait for them to stop shooting. Tap.
Oh.
Go to the center. Tap.
Oh! That looks a lot easier than whatever the hell is happening down there.
Doesn't it, though?
Yeah, it does. How? Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot of
Wait,
stuff.
why do I only have one more continue? I'm on lunatic mode.
Yeah, you used
I
it.
should have 5. I'm just gonna move that out of my way.
Wait, is our options not set to 5? It might be like that.
So now you can just do
I could have sworn it said 5 when we were setting up, right? Is that why I haven't made it this far?
No, normal mode's supposed to only have 3 continues.
Oh,
Lunatic's supposed to give you 5.
I guess it messed up. I like this character, but hate fighting them is 90% of Touhou characters.
This is why I don't want to fight this character right now.
Okay.
She drops a life, but it's not gonna happen. So, she's gonna do this.
I know. You just stand behind her, she just keeps throwing knives in front of her. She's like, why can't I hit you?
Yeah, she's not thinking too hard on it.
5.
Right.
5 is the lives you start with. Oh, okay. Okay, so what the options were set to 5 for that, but continues, I guess he's not getting them?
I don't know why I don't have,
Is it supposed to be like that on ESOD?
Yeah.
No, sorry,
I believe
EOSD.
so, anyway.
I keep saying...
Wait, that might be a
ESOD.
thing. That might be...
ESOD would be like Embodiment Scarlet of Devil. That's not right. Oh, that's mean of them. Can you tell them to stop?
Oh, I didn't get hit by it.
Well, that's still pretty mean of them. Get in the way.
Jamara.
It's a very red background. Place your bets now, folks. Will the game crash on Final Boss again? Maybe when you sent me the file, something's wrong with it. I mean, that crash seems a little too suspicious.
Oh, I hate knives, dude. You angle a rectangle hitbox, it turns into a mess every time. It just extends in a weird way.
You got hit. You can hide. Fine.
That was close.
I wouldn't even make it, like, past the first, like, second stage of this crap here. Ow. That doesn't look friendly. Oh.
I'm not dodging to the right.
Game crash.
Cool.
Ouch.
Back up and do it.
I don't like how those things are flying. Do they have a rectangle hitbox too?
Everything has a rectangle square hitbox.
Why? The corner will poke you. That's lame. Uh-oh. And these things bounce, and I think that's kind of dumb. I got hit by one bouncing off a wall, and I'm like, what? That one didn't bounce, so all of them do it or not? I don't fully understand it.
I made a mistake.
Uh-oh. Correct it.
I corrected it.
There you go, just bomb.
Yeah, go Bluey.
Is the game easier or harder with Reimu and Marissa?
Good question. Look at this.
What is that? How many knives does this woman need? Oh! How? Stop it, Sakia. Stop it.
I hate knife hitboxes, dude! They're so stupid!
They seem pretty stupid. Just having a lot of knives on screen in general seems stupid.
Idiot dum-dum.
She says yes to that question. That's
Ah,
how many
one
knives
up.
she has.
All
She
right.
has yes knives.
I'm gonna do this once. I'm gonna
Alright.
try to do it once.
That's fine. We're all kind of out of time anyway. We've been doing this for 3 hours.
No, I mean, I'm gonna try and cheese the spell card. I didn't mean to do that. My thumb slipped.
Yeah, see? I told you it happens. There you go. There we go. Everything goes boom.
Alright, I'm gonna try this once.
What are you trying? Cheese? Oh yeah, this crap. I'm bad. I'm really bad at dodging that one in normal mode. Where are you?
There's a safe spot to her right, and you can stand there, and it doesn't hit you. And you can. It's easier to set up on Japanese because you can line yourself up to kanji, for the spell card name. But I kind of figured out where I need to stand, so I just stood there and I did it. And I don't have consistent results on that, of course, but I did it.
You just dived into a pool and got out of there dry.
Yes, the water gave way.
How? That's just some shenanigans right there.
I hate Remy and all of this she stands for. And she doesn't stand for a lot.
Well, she's floating.
God's punishment, young demon lord.
Those are yellow ones she has now. Oh, now they're like blue.
I'm just gonna move on with my life.
Chad, if we collectively tell her to stop, do you think she'd listen?
This is actually the same on like every difficulty.
Okay.
So
You move to the rhythm? Or no, that's a different one. I struggle with that one. I don't think fast enough, and don't prepare. Mountain of 1,000 Needles. That sounds lame. As in, I would be lame to deal with 1,000 needles.
bye-bye, Remy. I mostly just want to show you Scarlet Meister.
What's that? Is that the lunatic spell for her?
You know that one you kept hitting and hit by Scarlet Shoot? The lunatic version of that.
I don't know them by name. I just know them as like,
Whoa.
here's the one with the balls and the other thing. Oh dear.
I don't like this one. I've only capped it once. Because she shoots next to you, but if you move too fast, you get shot by it.
And you're out of bombs.
And then this is the, That's fine.
Oh my, that's faster. Okay, that looks reasonable. That's a lot of red dots. Okay.
Just wanted to come back into the laser.
Ooh.
Alright. Scarlet Meister.
Alright. What's this one? Oh, it's like red vomit. That's what it is, huh?
It's just
Oh,
it's just vomit. Vom.
bomb. There it is.
Sad.
Alright, it's fine.
Sad.
Now, you've beaten it on Lunatic plenty of times, right?
Yeah, I have a lot of it. I've beaten it once, not multiple times.
Oh, you only beat Lunatic once?
I beat it once, and I didn't want to...
You beat the extra, didn't you?
Yeah, I've beat every difficulty in this game now.
Oh!
I've beaten it once, that's all I have to do.
No. We've been going for 3 hours.
Don't make me do it again,
We're tired, hungry. We'll play more the Touhous.
Oh, God.
I'm getting off demo screen, first of all.
The most important part, chat, was that I got the the Meek safe spot, because the Meek safe spot is great.
The most important thing is that we had fun, right?
I had fun.
Yeah, there we go.
Went for
play more
3
Touhou
hours.
another time, chat. But as for that, I'm gonna be pretty busy this week. But it was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed. We didn't get to see an ending because the game kept crashing. But I can't
wouldn't
show.
have been allowed to see it anyway.
Yeah, I can't show chat the ending anyway. That's how it works.
It's
right?
illegal.
Illegal. Anyways, that's gonna go ahead and be it. Hope y'all enjoyed the stream. Have a good night. Bye bye.